Good morning and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we're Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions. Get radio, TV, and online content on myjoyonline.com. Now coming up, NAGRAT and Ghana Federation of Labour push for a nationwide strike at a crucial meeting later today after Employment Minister disclosed the National Pension Regulatory Authority had cleared SSNIT to proceed with sale of a stake in 4 hotels.
Our position, our suggestion tomorrow at the meeting will be that organized labor and shut down completely.
Also, cancer patients at Kolebu Teaching Hospital face extended delays and suspended treatment appointments due to a failing radiotherapy machine.
Few pain. But President Mama, please can you help me with my treatment, please?
Meanwhile, health experts are warning that non-communicable diseases could be the next pandemic.
NCDs are the next pandemic.
The picture is glooming. By 2030, Ghana will spend $6 billion every year on tackling NCDs.
It's killing everybody, and everybody is dying out of this disease.
We'll bring you excerpts from our national dialogue on NCDs in business.
Manufacturing companies link rising prices of goods on the market to high cost of power despite supply situation improving. We've got details on the Joy Business Report.
And an Accra High Court orders CEO of defunct gold dealership firm Men's Gold, Bryan Acheampong, to open his case after a submission of no case was dismissed.
This is victory for the prosecution. It's a step towards justice delivery in this particular matter.
Details of these stories with me, Mami Sinyamiche Thompson, settle for now. Ahead of a crucial meeting this morning by Organised Labour, National Association of Graduate Teachers and the Ghana Federation of Labour will push for the Mother Union to declare a nationwide strike to resist the sale of SSNIT stake in 4 hotels. This comes after the Employment Minister, Ignatius Bafwewa, disclosed that the National Pensions Regulatory Authority had cleared SSNIT to proceed with the sale to Bryan Acheampong's Rock City hotels.
Yes, it is true that NPRA came up with a directive, but I will appreciate if my brother, my colleague, really read the directive from NPRA. It said it needed to be furnished with all information relating to the sale of the hotels, which SSNIT has since done that. It wasn't like a direct decision that SSNIT should not go ahead to do anything, but then SSNIT can only go ahead when NPRA, which is the regulator within the field, had actually certified that they had seen all the documentation and the processes and they think that they are good to go.
But NAGRAT President Angel Kabanu isn't happy with the move and is pushing for protest by the Mother Union.
And the position of NAGRA tomorrow will be to suggest to the entirety of leaders that all organized labor unions in the country should lay down their tools. That is going to be the position of NAGRA. It looks as if one person, one hotel is more important to the government of pension contributors in this country. Our position, our suggestion tomorrow at the meeting will be that organized labor and shut down completely.
Well, President of the Ghana
issue.
Well, Member of Parliament for North Tongue Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa has said he'll file another question in Parliament to bring back the minister before the House to justify how it cleared SSNIT sale of its stake in the review of the deal. Now, cancer patients at Kolebu Teaching Hospital are experiencing delays and suspended appointments due to the hospital's semi-functioning radiotherapy machine as struggling to meet the rising demand. Now, despite recent repairs, the machine frequently breaks down and operates at reduced capacity. Rejoice Emefakpesu has this report.
8-year-old Joshua is having one of his 33 sessions for the treatment of cancer.
Few pain.
What do you want to become? You told me you love John Mahama. You can give a shout out to John Mahama. Anything you want.
President Mama, please can you help me with my treatment, please?
You are hoping to get back to school soon.
Yes, of course.
He's one of the lucky few, as many have been told to hold on with their treatment. Appointments for patients requiring more than 6 treatment sessions remain suspended as oncologists at the hospital await comprehensive maintenance on the radiotherapy machine, which is currently operational but limited to just 10 sessions per day.
They worked on the machine and somehow they were able to get it back online. But when it stays on for a few hours, then the problem resurfaces. So then management has taken a decision that as a stopgap measure, we are treating patients who have about 5 to 10 treatments left.
Professor Joel Yane is head of oncology department at the hospital.
We should pay attention to non-communicable disease and cancer in particular.
Well, health experts are warning that non-communicable diseases could be the next pandemic, with over 94,000 Ghanaians dying annually from various conditions. On a joint news dialogue on NCDs yesterday, experts have called for immediate and proactive measures from government to stem the tide. Here are excerpts.
NCDs are the next pandemic. How are we communicating NCDs to the elite when it comes to resource allocations? The way we package this message and carve it around their own incentives in terms of how this determines their electoral fortunes would be very, very important.
The picture is glooming. By 2030, Ghana will spend $6 billion.
Away from that, an Accra High Court has ordered CEO of defunct gold dealership firm Men's Gold, Nana Acheampong, to open his case after his submission of no case was dismissed. The court, presided over by Justice Ernest Owusu-Dapaah, ruled that Namwan Brew Marketing Council and Men's Gold have a case to answer. Nana Acheampong says his side will be vindicated after the trial.
It's a win for Ghana. It's a win for rule of law. You know, we have always maintained that we are not guilty. And we still stand by that. It is not like, I read in a session of the media that says that we are afraid to open. No, nobody's afraid. You know, from 6 years, 7 years, we have been here. All right, we have subjected ourselves as law-abiding citizens. It becomes inevitable that we need to open the defense. Why not? We are law-abiding citizens. We are subjects of the state. You know, we are not above the state.
Well, spokesperson for the Ministry of Justice and Attorney General Wilberforce Mensah says the ruling is a testimony of the work they've done.
This is victory for the prosecution. It's a step towards justice delivery in this particular matter. And I'm glad and I believe the gentlemen who are indeed at this stage can properly be called victims. I believe they're all satisfied and very elated and happy by the ruling given by the Honorable Judge today.
Away from court, some prospective national service personnel have opposed a component in the new NSS policy which will allow a collaborative agreement with countries like the United States of America, the United Kingdom and Nigeria to pave way for global deployment in what will be an exchange of personnel for a service year. The Director of Corporate Affairs for the NSS, Mr. Armstrong Issa, in an interview with Radio Universe explained that the global deployment will serve as a motivation for personnel.
And I think what is going to excite the personnel more is what is termed globalization of deployment. We are looking at integrating our processes, our arrangement with some of the national service arrangement in other countries so that we could deploy some of our personnel to those countries we have entered into partnership with them. For instance, to US, how do we take care of them? What happens to their allowances? The government there will pay them and will offer them the same benefit they offer to their personnel there.
But some students of the University of Ghana believe the new policy will be an avenue for exploitation by politicians.
The National Service Scheme, NSS, is hoping to introduce a new policy after Parliament on July 9th approved a bill, that's National Service Scheme Bill 2024. The bill will allow the NSS to become an authority personnel to travel out of the country to countries like the United Kingdom, the United States, and also Nigeria to have exchange personnel services. We've come to the University of Ghana to engage some prospective personnel.
It's actually going to help. It's going to be of good benefit to us. Probably in Ghana here, some end up being unemployed. So outside there, USA, UK, there are more employments out there. So I think
I've always said this, since I'm a prospect national service personnel, or for all of us to understand that this is a clear exhibition of misplaced priorities, because we have over thousands of national service personnel out there working tirelessly for Mother Ghana and without being paid for months, and yet we have the impudence to set up another initiative that allows prospect national service personnel to go outside the country to.
I think it's a step in the right direction, but as at this time, we do not need it in the sense that we have constantly been talking about the brain drain.
And you heard that some students of the University of Ghana against this new NSS policy. And that's how we end the bulletin here on Joy 99.7 FM with me, Mamiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Up next is Business with Daryl Kwal on the Super Morning Show.
Jump on go. Gogomi. At what time when you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I don't change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I'll go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mindset be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small.
Go.
Joe Pana. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Hey, we see you specking your car, taking that trip, chilling on the beach. Charlie, now we want to see this become your story. Simply use your ABSA card 10 times or more and you'll be entered into a monthly draw where you stand the chance to be among 5 lucky winners to take home 40,000 Ghana cedis. The more you use your card, the more entries you'll receive. Earn an extra entry by using the ABSA app or internet banking 5 times or more. No ABSA card? Don't worry. Visit the nearest branch for an ABSA account or card today and make winning part of your story. Promotion is between 1st July and 31st October. This promotion is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Your story matters. ABSA.
Life in Denmark can be quite different for an African legend like Michael Essien. The weather, the food, the silence. But there is always a place he can call home.
Home is where your heart is.
Sportybet. Play with champions.
Please, do you still refill cylinders here?
Oh yes, and there are a lot of benefits when you refill gas cylinders here. Not only do we get to run safety checks on your cylinder before refill, but you get to buy any amount of gas per your pocket. And you even get to see for yourself how much is really being put into the cylinder, so you're not cheated.
Massa, this one there, Philly Gadochi. I know say you no invite me, but I go talk some. If you know be these LPG stations, like how we taxi drivers go fill our tanks.
But do these LPG stations have permit to still operate?
Of course. LPG stations are safer now than ever. We've always been licensed and fully regulated by National Petroleum Authority with total support from Ghana Fire Service, Ghana Standards Authority, Factory Inspectorate, as well as the EPA. So don't worry, crowd.
Oh, I hear say these LPG stations be for indigenous Ghanaians. It be true?
Of course. LPG refilling is the only industry in Ghana that is now 100% owned by Ghanaians. By refilling your cylinders at the gas station, you are promoting indigenous businesses.
The money, it go stay here, no.
Oh yes, protect local businesses by refilling your gas cylinders at LPG stations nationwide.
We know we shall win, and we know we'll survive. Yeah. Shall wash away all tears.
Anymore, pop quiz. Are you ready?
Hit me.
Can you give me 3 words that start with omni?
Oh, that's easy. Omnibus, omnipotent, omnibus. The bank with a really nice signboard.
Hey, Radzi, you mean omnibisic. OMNIBSIC. Omnibisic. Let me hear you say it.
Omnibisic.
Perfect.
Is that an abbreviation?
Not entirely. And it's not just a bank with nice signboards either. Omnibisic Bank is Ghana's fastest growing bank with innovative banking products and headquarters in Atlantic Tower at Airport City, Accra, as well as 40 branches across the country. Omnibisic Bank has the final word on excellent customer service delivery in Ghana.
Plus, they have the coolest signboard.
Yes, they do. And the coolest name, Omnibisic.
At your service.
Right, so welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And the 6 a.m. news brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And Absa Bank Ghana Limited, your story matters. Coming up is the Joy Business Report. Daryl Kwa is here. Good morning, Akwafu.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm good. Finally, Friday's here.
Oh, yes. You know, you cannot hate Fridays.
Are you taking a trip across the country? I know your weekends are... You are laughing.
Akwafu the assembly bar. Were you born on a Friday?
Oh, no.
Or Wednesday?
I'm a Tuesday born.
Oh, Ankambeka yi Kweku Akwafu the assembly bar. But it's okay. No problem.
What's going to bring Assem is SSNIT, right?
Yes, this is what is going to bring the Assem. Just listen to this.
As a minister, I can tell you on authority that NPRA has since indicated that they had seen the processes and they think that SSNIT can go ahead.
So that's Employment and Labor Relations Minister Ignatius Bafwewa. And so NPRA is giving SSNIT the go-ahead to actually sell 60% of its shares to Rock City.
That's a slap in the face for Labour, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're still going to go ahead. Apparently, they've done their reviews and they think it's appropriate to go ahead. I don't know how they came by that conclusion, but I think the matter is that the Rock City belongs to the Greek minister and a potential conflict of interest there. I don't know how they've come to settle on Rock City as, well, a good deal for SSNIT. Isn't there any other hotel that, can take over this SSNIT?
Well, even if you move away from the conflict of interest, there's been questions about even the valuation itself. How they came by that valuation. And so how SSNIT itself valued its hotels at 60% of them at $59 million, of which Rock City said they're going to pay $61 million. Then the payment terms has also become another issue. Well, these are issues we'll talk about. But, the conversation yesterday degenerated into this.
The men who are attacking us, that we are old, cannot do all night long. Mr. Speaker, they cannot do all night long.
Oh, I had a good laugh when I saw that clip yesterday.
Oh, you know that song?
All night long, all night long.
Well, it's a Friday.
But does she have a point there?
Well, I'm not part
what
of the.
basis is she
I'm
saying
not part
this?
of the conversation at this point in time. I'm not part of the conversation. But of course, Namwan has been asked to open his defense.
Yeah,
and I mean, so that's one of the things we'll talk about also this morning. But let's now get into the Joy Business Report, brought to us by Omnibisic Bank at your service with Daryl Kwao and the team.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up, manufacturing companies link rising prices of goods on the market to high cost of power, despite supply situation improving. Also coming up, Chamber of Petroleum Consumers asks Finance Minister to show impact of Gold for Oil program on prices of petroleum products at the pumps in the mid-year budget. Also, in today's Business Journal, we'll tell you how the increasing demand for plastic cups is reducing the patronage of calabash in the southern part of the country. Details coming up. My name is Darryl Kwao. Thanks for being with us this morning. Hello to our friends listening from Koforidua on KTU Radio. Manufacturing companies have linked the rising prices of goods on the market to the high cost of power. Data from the Ghana Statistical Service in June showed significant spike in the prices of goods produced in the country. Speaking on PM Express Business Edition, a finance director at Crocodile Machetes, Dr. Charles Acheampong, said despite the power situation stabilizing, the fortunes of businesses are yet to improve.
The power has now become very, very expensive. From last year, it appears the price have gone up by 100%, and this impacting negatively on the unit cost of the product. That's the essence of the high inflation. Manufacturer absorb the cost; it has to transfer onto the final user. So you could see that from June, the producer inflation is about 25% locally. The imported one is about 17%. That's the impact. So when the electricity price goes down, obviously the unit price of item also.
So even though it has stabilized, the cost
is
per
too high.
unit is too high.
It's too high,
and that is feeding into the
inflation.
high price.
That was Finance Director at Crocodile Machetes, Dr. Charles Acheampong, speaking on PM Express Business Edition. You can watch a repeat of that discussion this morning at 11 on the Joy News channel. Now, the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers has asked the Finance Minister to use the mid-year budget review to state government's position on the Gold for Oil program and its impact on prices of petroleum products. COPEC says the program has not significantly cushioned consumers from the impact of prices at the pumps. Here's Duncan Amwa, who is Executive Secretary.
Again, we would like also to hear from the Finance Ministry, i.e. the Bank of Ghana, what the current status of the Gold for Oil program is, whether we're still continuing, whether we're still using that to augment pricing or augment the forex, what the Gold for Oil 2 program was intended to do, what we are doing, what the numbers say in respect of that government program. We'll be interested to hear from the budget review.
Duncan Amwa, Executive Secretary of COPEC. Now, Senior Finance Lecturer at the University of Ghana Business School, Dr. Benjamin Amwa, has asked government to use the mid-year budget review to create a conducive environment for banks to lend. According to him, banks will not give out loans if the macroeconomic fundamentals are not favorable. His advice follows an appeal from the Finance Minister, Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam, to the financial sector to support the mid-year budget, which will be presented in Parliament later this month.
NPLs, non-performing loans, are increasing. So clearly realize that the bank's posture to lend or not to lend will be how these factors will support their lending business. And clearly, with these high figures we are seeing by way of interest rate, Ghana reference rate, high NPLs, no bank will comfortably be lending. They would rather prefer to do investment or at best pass on their money to Bank of Ghana as part of they not being able to meet the cash reserve ratio so that they can have their money than to reach the funding. What am I saying? In the budget, government should try as much as possible to create the environment that will make it conducive and easy for the banks to lend. The banks are in to create value from lending, and they will easily do that if the environment supports. But if the environment is not supportive, no bank will risk giving out loans.
Dr. Benjamin Amwa, Senior Finance Lecturer at the University of Ghana Business School. Now, EcoBank Ghana, as part of the company's resolve to instill the habit of savings, has rewarded its customers under the EcoBank Million Gang promo. At the second draw of the promotion, Head of Consumer Products at EcoBank Ghana, William Danso Abim, said the promotion is to reward consumers and help them navigate the difficult economic times.
Every year we choose an activity to say thank you to our customers. Over the past 3 years, we've been very, very consistent with it. Last year we did salary promo where we doubled, and even in some instances we quadrupled the salaries of customers. This year we decided to go the route of encouraging customers to save, because we are in a season where it is really important important you do that. So as a way of incentivizing customers to save, we decided to come up with this EcoBank Million Gang. Basically, all we are saying is that put some money in your accounts in lots of 500 multiples of that, and for a period of 7 days, and you qualify to be part of the winners. So basically, that's what we are saying.
Head of Consumer Products at EcoBank Ghana, William Dan Swabim. Now, calabash has been an essential storage and food utensil in some Ghanaian communities, but the use of the bottle gourd is going extinct in southern Ghana, mainly due to the increasing patronage of plastics. Anita Sewajuga has more in our business journal.
When was the last time you ate or drank from a calabash?
It's been a long time I used the calabash, but I prefer the calabash to rubbers.
The government should ban the use of rubbers. I've noticed it affects plant development. It's been 6 months since Adiza, a calabash vendor at a Ija market, made good sales from her wares. Adiza decries the dwindling patronage of calabash. She attributes the decline to the low use of calabash in today's society.
Oh, they say they grab business in it, dear. And what is a person? First, they need to. They say plastic, Yamakurano.
The influx of plastics has collapsed the calabash business. Hawile Yakubu has been selling Hausa cocoa for the past 17 years. She says customers currently prefer being served in plastic containers. All my customers prefer the rubber. The calabash used to be cheap. It's now expensive. I used to purchase the calabash at 1 or 2 cedis. I know it's healthy to use the calabash, but it's expensive.
What did you want?
Unfortunately, the round gourd plants in places like Techikrom in the Ashanti region are left to rot. Residents are helpless in adding value to the calabash. Due to modernization and the influx of rubber, we now use plastic bowls instead of the calabash. Now we leave them to rot. Plastics have become an integral part of the Ghanaian routine, but their environmental impact raises significant concerns. According to Chariot Energy, plastics can take 20 to 500 years to decompose because it's not natural. Unlike plastics, when the gourd fruits or calabash are left to rot, they are not harmful to the environment and decay naturally without polluting the soil. It is therefore crucial that the use of calabash be encouraged to curtail the menace plastics pose to the environment. For Joy Business, Anita Sewajuga reporting.
Interesting report there from Anita Sewajuga. That's the Joy Business report this morning. Before we go, the commodity market for you, let's begin with crude oil selling at $85 a barrel this morning. Gold lost more than $7 to open trading at $2,407 an ounce. Cocoa increased by $519 trading this morning at $8,590 a ton. On the currency market, the dollar going for 15 cedis 52 pesos, the British pound 19 cedis 97 pesos, the euro going for 16 cedis 82 pesos. More news on our website myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Daryl Carl. Thanks for doing the listening. Winston takes over with more of the Super Morning Show. The pound just 3 pesos shy of 20 cities.
Oh, at this point in time is 20 cities.
Hmm.
Akbafu. It's the Ghana city we're talking about. Oh.
The Ghana city.
Well, one of my friends who's deputy communications director of the NPP, Asiedu Kokro, he was my mate at the University of Cape Coast, is listening. But I just want to send him a very nice message.
That
today, the pound is at 19 cedis, 97 pesos.
Charlie.
Honorable Kokro, brother man, something has to be done.
Something has to be done. Something really has to be done.
Anyway, thank you very much, Daroko, for joining us. Our inspirational song for today, we're continuing with the Bethel Revival Choir.
Okay.
One, Tegbe, Tegbe.
Tegbe, Tegbe. Nice one.
You know that song?
Yeah.
Sing it.
Maunyo. Yeah, I know it. Tegbe, Tegbe.
Yeah. Oh, that's Pastor Daroko for you. Yeah. He doesn't like it when I call him Pastor Daroko, but that's what it is. Pastor Daroko. So let's go for our inspirational song for today. by Bethel Revival Choir.
So we have Defe, and like we have Tebe.
Tebe, yes, forever.
Yes. Defe, Tebe.
Yes.
Yeah. Then, so Defe means what?
I don't know.
But Tebe, there we know.
Tebe, there we know.
But Defe is problematic.
Defe.
That's what people raised interim intellectual property issues recently about, which appears to have been resolved.
Yeah, apparently.
Yes. The resolution is interesting. Anyway.
Defe. Tigbe.
But you cannot sing gospel and do and have problems with intellectual property.
Winston did linguistics, right?
I did English.
What explanation do you have for Defe and Tigbe?
Well, I don't know, to be very honest with you. I mean, I understand Tigbe. The Defe at the time, in the song that I they brought about this whole controversy.
Oh, okay.
So that's Defe.
That I understand.
Yes, Defe. That's the Hallelujah Voices. That's the original song.
Okay. So that was the controversy.
That's the Kwame Miki song. Yes, Kwame Miki produced song.
Okay, yes. that was understandable. Because it would mean that like Obonsam has dealt with you.
Yes, I mean Defe.
Yeah.
But Defe, I don't know. I don't know what it means.
Maybe it's the anglicized version of it. Some people there, it is possible you do your things. Yeah.
Maybe.
They say that people when they go to Wesley Girls, when they come back, everything has an anglicized. No, it has an anglicized version. Yeah.
Uncle Ibo said yesterday, I stayed away from controversy, and I want to stay away from controversy today too. It's not always that you want to get into controversy.
Oh, I'm just saying that it happens all the time.
I have a sister who attended Wesley Girls.
Yes, when they come back there, not be small job.
Very controversial sometimes.
Yeah.
But they're very bold. In fact, if I have a daughter, I'll take her to Wesley Girls.
The very fact that it's also the rudimentary training, the laying of the bed, the specific way of doing it. I don't know if they still do those things, but those are valuable lessons.
I tell you one thing.
Say ouch and not ajay.
I say if God blesses me with a daughter.
You see, hold on, that was added to it. They say ouch and not ajay.
But how can you say ajay?
Why?
You know, the young boys and girls, they say ouch.
Really?
They don't say ajay.
Ouch is very strange to me.
Let's get into our Drive Safe campaign. But if God blesses me with a daughter, I'll take her to Wesley Girls.
The entire country agrees.
Okay, let's get to our Drive Safe campaign, brought to us by Joy News and the Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota Superior Quality. So avoid all distractions, keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. It's a Friday, and I know there are many of you who may want to do Thank God It's Friday. Please, if you're stepping out and you want to go and break bottles, please don't drive. Remember, and that's when I say you want to go and break bottles.
No.
If you drink, don't drive. If you want to go and take in alcohol, please don't drive.
Because I don't support violence. So
Yes. Oh, no. That's how the boys say it. But that's just a way of reminding you that you have to be careful on the road. I think we can learn how to say it right.
Certainly, and it's brought to you by Kingdom Books at Kingdom Quality and affordability are their hallmarks, and Societe Generale Bank Ghana. The future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either. I say either.
So, Raymond, do you have a toffee in your mouth? You do? Are you sweet-toothed?
Not at all.
Or you have a sweet tooth?
Not at all.
So why?
Why do I have toffee in my mouth?
Because it seems you have a love for sugary things.
No sugary things. Now you are... I say I have toffee in my... I just felt like it will keep me awake.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So when someone has a love for things that contains a lot of sugar, you
like
see that person has a sweet tooth.
No, why you mention my name?
Somebody says, oh, you have a sweet tongue or sweet mouth. You have a sweet mouth. That's what we don't want to say. You have a sweet mouth.
Yeah, because we're there.
Yes, but it's a sweet tooth. You have a sweet tooth. Yes. The idiom is sweet tooth. Yes, it's an idiom.
Okay.
So you have to understand it that way.
Like what I think in Parliament now.
The all night long.
The idiom that MPs do not understand. The idiom, the things fall apart idiom that MPs
did not understand.
Okay. Member of Parliament. Then you are using that to attack all men who are incapable. How?
Well, she made salient points, didn't she?
Okay.
How?
Let us, and that's how you say it, right?
Okay.
Let's now move on. Let's get into the newspaper review. It's brought to us by Syntex Tanker, you're stronger, you're tough. And Access Bank, more than banking.
All right, let's begin.
Okay, yes, let me run through these ones, headlines you should know about this morning. Now, Mahama seeks, on the front page of the Ghanaian Observer, Mahama seeks Russian support for his campaign. Tells Russian oligarchs December election is a foregone conclusion. Why do I feel that this paper played into what the NDC has been sharing? You remember that I've seen Standobe and Co. share possible headlines they suspect will be in the papers this morning about Mahama going to sell his book or getting his book translated into Russia or something like that. Then it appears this is just a reproduction of that. At least since you have seen him put out that, you could have just surprised him by not putting it out.
Exactly.
Well,
the man went to Russia to sell his books.
Yeah.
To launch the Russian version of my first coup d'etat.
Yeah, but you say Mahama seeks Russian support for his campaign. In any case, the people who have been seeking Russian support, they appear to be winning. So, no, check Senegal. The all controversy about the current president's, what they call it, his role model and all of that. I do not accept, and I'm sure the laws of this republic are opposed to external people, putting money into our politics. But, well, if that is,
it depends on
if this is construed,
what kind of support?
Support is sought in this case anyway. Yeah.
Because people appear to be worried.
Yeah.
At least I know a couple of people who appear to be worried.
Are they worried it's not from Nigeria?
No, but what's the big deal?
Now, are they worried it's not from Nigeria? Or the usual places?
But you see, Raymond,
because I know our people, we know that the election goes around.
Mahama also attended university in Russia.
Yes. So that's the connection.
If he goes to Russia to launch his book.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it's an international
After all,
book,
we've asked the Ukrainians to help us even during the time
to bring us food.
Even in times of war.
Yeah,
but this one, a big deal.
But this one's not campaign. A campaign is related to election. That's why we are worried, because our law says that they cannot come.
If there's evidence that he went for money from Russia, from Russians, why not? They can bring it.
Well, I just felt this could have been delayed to maybe the next day, so that it's not as if the people are right. Yeah.
Okay. Let's get into other stories.
Yes, the other stories here. Let me bring you what's being reported by some of these other papers, but maybe Darryl will do the Daily Guide.
Yeah, Daily Guide. Let's debate economy mano a mano. Bawumia Des Mahama. So the MPP flag bearer Darren, Mr. Mahama, to debate the economy. He says, I'm looking forward to a debate with John Mahama on the economy, country and governance, but I'm afraid that he's running away from a debate, isn't it? His people say he doesn't want to debate. I don't know on what basis he's saying that the former president is running away from a debate, but of course, a debate will be exciting to have.
I'll
be excited to watch it.
Looking forward to it. And we should not see, people want to serve us. So if the people of this republic want a debate, this conversation is not being debated in the United States of America.
No.
Whether you like it or not, you are inclined to participate in it.
In a debate.
Yes. So we should reach the point where people are inclined to participate automatically. We don't have to be begging you to participate, or you don't have to be forced by your opponent to show interest in it. So if the NDC, if Bawumia says he has heard the NDC say they will not participate, I am telling the NDC, it is one of the avenues you are putting yourself out there for we the people to judge you. Go ahead to say man to man, right?
Mano a mano.
Yes. Let's hear from you. Let's hear from your ability to articulate the things you have said all over the place. And if you decide not to participate in this, the signal you are sending is that you may not even believe in the policies you are talking about.
Has the former president said, though, that he's not willing to debate?
I've not heard him say that.
I don't know.
Yes, I've not heard him say that. And I do not have on record any such claim. But, so when is the debate? We are barely 6 months into an election. When are they agreeing to this debate?
Yeah. I certainly would want to see the two leading candidates in a debate.
Yeah.
And look, why not? We would want to organize a debate for them.
Yes.
And they know the discussions we've had with them.
In fact, mostly it is your friend is saying, the incumbent that's afraid.
So let's have a debate. I think that the two main political parties and their candidates should subject themselves to a debate. Let Ghanaians decide who has the best policies. And let
even
the
Donald Trump did debate.
Even Donald Trump. Why you say even Donald Trump?
Oh, but we know the man. I mean, clearly.
He won the last
incoming president of the United States of America, Donald Trump. Even he
incoming.
Everybody knows
let me do the finder for this morning, if you're done, Daryl, because we have to share with you what transpired yesterday during our national dialogue on non-communicable disease. But the finder this morning talks about Ministry of Food and Agriculture sharing PFJ 2.0 inputs. Dr. Bamia boasts of better achievements up north than Mahama. I'm just asking. Okay, is the MPP's achievements, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No, in this case, he attaches himself to all.
Okay.
All
the achievements.
Yes. Not all the MPP's achievements in the north. Okay. It's in the south that sometimes he selects which ones are applicable.
Okay. Yeah. DBG to channel 1.4 billion Ghana cedis to SMEs. IFC to provide 400 million. Hydro Authority, UKCEH partner to enhance flood control and climate resilience, something we've been talking about. I mean, every year, flood control, but really. And also here, KNUST graduate's death is being thoroughly investigated, IGP. So yesterday...
he listened.
Yes, yesterday when we called on the IGP, he's listened, and the police issued...
He's a listening IGP.
Okay.
A trait that the president may want to learn from him.
Okay. So he listened. He issued a statement yesterday. He's talked about... how the police is thoroughly investigating this. They will continue. He's talked about the fact that he actually got in touch with the family and the fact that they conducted an autopsy which indicated that she had pulmonary edema and asphyxia. And this was done in the presence of a family member. And, following that discussion...
Also, they knew that?
From the IGP statement, from the police statement, it's very categorical. It says,
when was that done?
It said it was done. Let me just read a bit of it because yesterday we talked about that. So the police says that on the 8th of June, the Ghana Police Service received a complaint to the effect that Lois Abner Cranting, a 24-year-old woman, has been found unconscious in a swimming pool at a hotel in Takrady in the Western Union, was taken to the hospital for medical attention but was pronounced dead on arrival. On the same day, the police commenced an investigation into the incident, and a police team visited the scene and also visited the hospital and inspected the body, but no marks of assault were found on her. The body was later deposited at the morgue, where an autopsy was conducted on the 8th of June in the presence of the deceased family by a pathologist at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, who gave the verbal cause of death as asphyxia, severe pulmonary edema, and drowning in a pool. Meanwhile, following the dissatisfaction expressed by the deceased family in sections of the media, the IGP personally reached out to the family via telephone call and rendered an apology to them for the lack of sufficient police engagement. He assured them that investigations into the incident is still ongoing and also informed them of readiness of the police to visit them at their convenience and update them on investigations done so far. And Raymond, one of the things I've learned following the statement is that the lady in question actually lost the mother.
Yes,
in February this year, and when the grandmother was informed about the mother's death,
she also passed.
The grandmother also passed.
It's a terrible
and
story.
So it's a bit of a difficult time
for the family.
For the family, and even at the time, it could have probably been a difficult time even for the lady herself, because you lose your mother, and in no time you get to lose, your grandmother. And all the challenges you go through, you have to add that to everything that you have to do for your own self.
Yeah, it's a difficult time. So the least we can do is to get some answers to what, not that it would bring her back, but at least they'll be settled in their minds about what happened on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the hotel has a lot of questions to answer also.
They didn't have a CCTV operating the hotel.
I mean, the hotel has a lot of questions to answer. You just cannot throw your hands up and say you don't have a CCTV. And you just cannot say that, hotels would have times that people can swim. You cannot tell me that, if you say after 6 p.m. people cannot swim, you don't allow anybody to swim. Some hotels say after 6 p.m., some say after 8 p.m. But whatever it is, you don't allow people to go swimming when they are not supposed to swim.
And there was nobody on guard around the swimming pool?
Your job is to prevent that person from swimming.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure. So what are the standards usually expected of hotels? What liabilities are expected to be passed on to them? And what roles are they expected to play? For example, Darryl mentioned this surveillance camera. Where can they put the surveillance camera? Where can they not put that? Where are they allowed? Are they mandated that you should necessarily have surveillance cameras on your compound to check who goes into a pool? So, I mean, these ones ought to be settled.
Yes.
As established standards they should, and they fail to deliver according to them. So
Exactly.
I'm not sure about them. That's why I am not.
No, I mean,
quite,
you're very right. And, you know, one of the things we don't do well in this country is that issues happen that are supposed to enable us change the way we do things. But we sweep them under the carpet. And so, for instance, it will be important to find out, even the young lady in question, at the time, what was her mental health status? Very, very important to find out. You know, because, well, for all of us who have lost persons who are close to us, we know how it feels like to lose these persons.
Oh, yes. And there are no support systems in the Republic.
Exactly. So
the best you can do is go to church and go and pray.
So at the point in time, what was going through her mind? Some of her family members have said, oh, she knows how to swim. Did she think, for instance, that the best way to, you know,
deal with
the stress was to go and do something she loves doing, which is swimming? These are questions we need answers to. So it just mustn't end there. We must use this to change the way we do things. Okay, and even the provision of mental health services in our companies is something we should think about.
I've not heard anybody in this republic say, I'm going for grief therapy. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
That when you're grieving, you need therapy. Yes. But I've not heard anybody that I know say that before.
Something we must do, and again, that's where the conversation should get to. Something we don't do in this country.
But I know in Buckingham, they recommended to somebody who had a parent die in Ghana. They stopped the girl from writing the exams and recommended that she go see specific people for that.
I mean,
but I had not heard
the
any
experience will be traumatic if you lost your mom and your grandmother.
Yes. Oh, it's a very terrible one.
A short space.
Look, I'll end on this note. When I lost my brother, ordinarily 1 year is done after 1 year. You know how long it took us to do is 1 year? 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, because you are staying away.
Yes, and even after 5 years, the picture that was supposed to be placed in the house, my father didn't want to see it. So he didn't go past the picture. Because you still cannot believe that you've had to bury your son.
Or even the parent.
Or the parent. I mean, it's such a painful thing. I mean, even for those of us who are old, and one of my friends, I had a fight with him, and he was surprised because at the time, one of my parents wasn't feeling well. And he didn't understand. And I was like, Charlie, at that point in time, you know what? I mean, whatever is going through, I mean, the least thing gets you offended. But let's get to...
Just wanted to add that the hotel also has made to answer. I mean, they can't go scot-free.
Sure. Let's get to our online news review brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest, Goyle Good Energy, and Goyle Yenaredia and G&J Technical Services, celebrating 30 years of providing backup power in Ghana.
Darryl, experience an unforgettable summer escape with your Zenith Visa card.
All night long.
Yeah.
Stubborn Darryl.
Spend a minimum of 3,000 Ghana cedis in at least 5 transactions and win an all-expense paid trip to the Olympic Games in Paris. Make this summer extraordinary with your Zenith Visa card. Use your Zenith Visa card for all your payments and enjoy the Olympic Games in Paris. For more details, visit zenithbank.com.gh. Terms and conditions apply. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
And Good Energy has hit the road with exciting choices to energize your vehicle. It's giving you more options to take you further. Watch this space for your choice. Goyle Yenara Yedea. And myjoyonline.com this morning says special prosecutor unleashes covert operations to crush election fraud, and Opoku Prempeh resigns as energy minister. Let's go for the BBC News now. It's brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us. An Old Mutual test of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah.
Here's to the friends who dialed star 712 hash and found no regrets. To the investors who struck gold. To the health workers who diagnosed luck with precision. To the tough guy who couldn't hold back his tears. To the passionate fan who couldn't contain his joy. To the seamstress who turned her hard-earned stitches into a bundle of happiness. And now, here's to you. Your next big win is right here.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Dial star 712 hash. Now join in the luckiest winning celebration every 1st July 2024. Over dial star 712 hash. Now I can to take it through as a group, individual, and now even as a community. Now we need to prizes are in the community draw or go for the grand draw on the 30th of November 2024. Unlock your luck with star 712 hash. Now join in the winning streak now.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Choboy! We have a new leader in town. BRNT. Amanfo. Madam was Sibebre. When him say my baby, maybe more charcoal for whiter teeth. More charcoal. Not only that, maybe lemon. More lemon. Zinc for fresher breath. More zinc. And fluoride for stronger teeth.
Introducing the new President Charcoal packed with more power with a combination of charcoal and lemon for naturally whiter teeth. Grab yours now. This advert is FDA approved.
Hey, Eradi, where are all these high bills coming from? Now, where they made it here? In these times of high electricity tariffs, Build-Freeze solar hybrid air conditioners are your sure bet to cut down on electricity bills. Build-Freeze cool your buildings comfortably with very low energy consumption. The amazing part is the air conditioners are built with the latest German technologies that give you 80% savings on energy consumption compared to traditional air conditioners. Build-Freeze come with a 6-year warranty and free after-sale servicing for a year. Please call us for purchases on 053-1100-915, 053-1100-915. Build-Freeze, superior cooling with lower energy.
Dear business owner, congrats on not giving up on your business. You deserve a medal, and your business deserves to be taken to the next level. In fact, it's about time you run a Zenith Bank SME account so you and your business can enjoy the perks of the Zenith SME business card. Oga and Oga Madam status.
The Zenith SME Business Card is a Visa debit card for making secure payments for goods and services. Enjoy great benefits such as free customized digital SME training, free marketing toolkits, access to Visa practical skills training, and more. Unlock the potential of your business today. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up for the Zenith SME Business Card, the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 0302-680-884 or 0307-086-370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
Coming up after the news from the BBC World Service, it's Hard Talk with me, Stephen Sacker. The West's collective defence club, NATO, is celebrating its 75th anniversary. Amid the self-congratulation, there are hard questions about NATO's staying power as a backer of Ukraine in its war against Russia. Also about the lessons learned from NATO's 20-year involvement in Afghanistan. 3 years ago, Western troops pulled out. The Taliban regained power. My guest was there when it happened. Sir Laurie Bristow was the last British ambassador in Kabul.
I don't think any of us who were there will ever forget the things that we did, and I think we will all continue, probably the rest of our lives, to ask whether we got it right in every case.
That's Sir Laurie Bristow on Hard Talk after the news.
Hello, I'm Moira Alderson with the BBC News. The US President Joe Biden has insisted that he's fit for a second term in office, despite growing concern within his party about his age and mental acuity. At a closely watched news conference, Mr. Biden said he was still the best candidate to take on Donald Trump in November's US presidential election. At one point, he referred to his deputy, Kamala Harris, as Vice President Trump. From Washington, Sarah Smith reports.
Over the best part of an hour in his unscripted news conference, he confidently discussed the conflicts in Ukraine and Gaza, as well as economic policy and his own election prospects, stressing to reporters the virtues of his age and experience. He made it clear he has no intention of pulling out of the presidential race, despite repeated questions about his fitness for office, and there was nothing in this performance that would force him to change his mind. But after the event, more members of Congress said they thought he should step aside, indicating this issue will continue to dog Mr. Biden as he campaigns for re-election.
Police in Australia have charged a soldier and her husband with spying for Russia. Investigators say the couple, Australian citizens with Russian passports, attempted to share classified information with Moscow. Here's Katie Watson.
Kira Korolev and her husband Igor were arrested at their home in Brisbane on Thursday morning. Ms. Korolev was on long-term leave from the Australian Defence Force. The couple, who've lived in Australia for a decade, have each been charged with one count of preparing for an espionage offence. That could lead to a maximum of 15 years in prison. The Australian Defence Force alleges that Ms. Korolev had failed to declare her travels to Russia while on leave, and that while there, she asked her husband in Australia to log on to her official work account to access some material. That material, say Australian authorities, was intended to be shared with Russia, but as understood, there's been no significant breaches of information.
The Japanese Navy's Chief of Staff has announced his resignation after a series of scandals affecting the military, including security lapses and fraud. Admiral Ryo Sakai says he'll step down at the end of next week. There's confusion and chaos in the western part of Gaza City after Israeli tanks withdrew following a 2-day operation by ground troops in the area. Before that, the Israeli military had ordered residents to evacuate for the second time in 9 months. Residents are confused about whether the order to stay away is still in place. Here's Rushdi Abu Alouf.
Many people try to return back to their homes to check on them. There was a lot of reports about bodies were in the streets and people were killed in some of the building. The area witnessed a very heavy fighting for about 48 hours. You know, the Israeli army said that they were in this area to dismantle some of the military capability for Hamas, especially, they said, in a UN compound in the western side of the city.
World News from the BBC. At least 60 people are missing in central Nepal after 2 buses were swept into a river by a landslide during heavy rains. Local media said 3 passengers had escaped after jumping out of one of the vehicles. Dozens of people have died in rain-related incidents since the start of Nepal's monsoon season. The 3-day wedding ceremony of the son of Asia's richest man gets underway in the Indian city of Mumbai later on Friday. Anant Ambani, the youngest son of the chairman of Reliance Industries, Mukesh, is marrying Radhika Merchant, the daughter of farmer tycoons. There have been months of lavish festivities in the lead up to the wedding. One of Britain's biggest citizen science projects gets underway on Friday as people are urged to help track the effects of climate change on butterflies. The annual Big Butterfly Count aims to monitor the presence of the insects across the country. Frank Gardner has this report.
Britain's butterflies are on the move, and it shows some worrying trends. That's the message behind this year's Big Butterfly Count, which encourages the public to spend 15 minutes in a sunny spot recording the number and type of butterflies they see this summer. The charity behind the project, Butterfly Conservation, says data shows butterflies are spreading northward because of climate change and warmer habitats. The Scotch Argus, for example, is retreating northwards to cooler climes, while red admirals are now overwintering in Britain instead of migrating.
Officials say at least 200 crocodiles have entered urban areas in the northern Mexican state of Tamaulipas as a result of flooding caused by Hurricane Beryl and the earlier tropical storm Alberto. The storms raised water levels in coastal lagoon systems, leading the animals to crawl into nearby cities. Officials say the crocodiles have been captured and relocated to appropriate habitats outside populated areas. Crocodiles are a protected species in Mexico. BBC News.
Welcome to Hard Talk from the BBC World Service with me.
My buddy, when you wake up in the morning and you know the money calling, oh, you go work, but you know it's out there your side. If I believe with us, if I hold my hand and believe, oh, cause you know it's out there your side. And when you dream, no say I live for you. And when you hustle every day, many wanna go. Anything you do, I live for you. Many want. If I believe I live your side, fidelity. If I believe with us, fidelity. If I know I live your side, fidelity.
I am Ohinere Gifty Auntie. You see, it always feels good when you receive that salary alert. I made a bold decision to invest a lump sum into the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan. And this means that I will get these alerts every month throughout retirement for the rest of my life. You too can retire on your own terms. So invest a lump sum in the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan today and enjoy guaranteed monthly income for life. Call Old Mutual on 050-453-4333 or visit oldmutual.com.gh to sign up today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
have been identified and highlighted as some of the best rappers in the Republic of Ghana. But Ghana's all-time best rapper, Big Joe Frazier. Oh, I've seen the story. Yes, he identified the two. Oh, yeah. He being all-time best. Big Joe Frazier being all-time best. Ghana's being all-time best. Identified Obrafour and Reggie Rockstone as a list of people he believes are top tier when it comes to.
Oh yes.
I agree with him on Obrafour, Reggie Rockstone. Yeah. Hey, we respect him. I think Reggie Rockstone's greatest development is the Irish race part. It's what many of us were impressed with.
You are suggesting that
the rap,
Grandpa
he had fantastic songs, and I will not dispute that. But as for being, see, the lyrical dexterity of the likes of Obrafour, maybe from a very small perspective, I really, really think that there's a big difference between the two. Obrafour is there.
Grandpa Papa.
Yes. Reggie Rockstone is in the team, but Obrafour is there. Yes.
You're suggesting that Grandpa Papa.
This morning, I had no plans of offending any grouping beyond Wesley Girls people. And let me say good morning to Emma Morrison. Hello, Emma Morrison.
Oh, Miss Moo.
Yes. And to all the wonderful Wesley Girls.
Why are you saying good morning to people from Wesley Girls? Yeah, I have told you that.
I've not said anything.
No, but I have.
They didn't like the fact that I was saying they come back from school after first term and become something.
I've told you that if God blesses me with a daughter,
yes,
she'll go to Wesley Girls.
Yes. Oh, she'll
go to Wesley Girls.
So I should come and say ouch instead of saying IJE.
My son even says ouch these days.
Oh, now the ouch is standard practice. I didn't know.
Standard practice.
Oh, you can express your pain in your language. If it's whichever.
Now they are using this yaki, and that's what the young.
Oh, now that's how they have reached
it. That's how they do things these days.
If we don't take care, this our language will vanish.
In fact, they can even tell you that you didn't say sorry to me. Come and say sorry to me.
Hey.
Oh yeah, don't look for you. Hey, the small ones of today. Come and say sorry to me. Then you look at him and then you shake your head like, hey, we are suffering. Anyway, let me share with you the UPSC Law School Point of Law series for today. And it says, releasing any information that may expose the identity of a juvenile to the public during arrest, investigation, or trial constitutes a criminal offense. And that's Section 3 of the Juvenile Justice Act, 2003, Act 653. So it says, releasing any information that may expose the identity of a juvenile to the public during arrest, investigation, or trial constitutes a criminal offense. Okay. Right, Raymond. Coming up this morning here on the Super Morning Show, of course, we'll be talking about non-communicable diseases. The fact that, look, health experts are warning that non-communicable diseases could be the next pandemic, with over 94,000 Ghanaians dying annually from these conditions. Despite the rising case of diabetes, hypertension, kidney failure, and cancers, efforts to combat this silent crisis remain insufficient. At the Joy News National Dialogue on NCDs held yesterday, experts called for immediate and proactive measures from government to stem the tide. And here are excerpts of the discussion. Just listen to this.
NCDs are the next pandemic. How are we communicating NCDs to the elite when it comes to resource allocations? The way we package this message and carve it around their own incentives in terms of how this determines their electoral fortunes would be very, very important.
The picture is glooming. By 2030, Ghana will spend $6 billion every year on tackling NCDs.
We are getting prompts on WhatsApp and saying that the numbers are increasing. 3,000. By tomorrow is 3,200. How many new cases are coming up? How many people are dying from it? And then people are looking at the figures and saying that this is alarming. I think that will bring up a wake-up call.
One of the recommendations we made to the president, if he can, make non-communicable disease a national concern, within his outfit. He can do this for probably before he leaves office. It's killing everybody, and everybody is dying out of this disease.
So that's what happened yesterday, last night, the National Dialogue on NCDs. And
they used to call it the silent killer.
Yeah, it is.
They used to also have terms like is a disaster waiting to happen. Now we have moved it to could be the next pandemic. I actually think it is a pandemic today. Do you know why?
Tell me.
I do not know. I mean, I can sit with men, about 15, on a table. And all of them, middle-aged, and I mean, some aging, even younger people, have one condition or the other. Everybody. So that is a problem. And sometimes you can sit with people, their entire lives, they've not even had a serious review before. And they feel they are okay. So far as they've not broken down, they are fine. When you ask them, so how do you survive? I say, oh, sometimes when I feel like I have malaria, I go straight to go and buy some drugs and survive on it.
Yeah.
Some people have never checked their blood pressure in a whole year. You think about it. An entire year. I'm not asking that they should do other forms of review, but just blood pressure. They've never checked. One whole year, 365 days, this car called human being has been running without any checks. And we are surviving on it. And again, we transition from a time where, the upbringing and other things contributed to where we are today. So a lot of the people I also know are fat like myself. You are pot belly. You are me, my own kind of size, but compared to others, yeah, slim people. There can be slim people. I mean, the years I've known some of them is very slim. Yes, look at what is bulging in front of him. You can have so many of these examples, and you would know that it is a sign that something fundamentally is wrong somewhere. So I think generally we do not care about our health, especially men. You know, the man's situation is wait till you have something that breaks you down, even if you are not well.
Yeah.
Unless it prevents you from waking up or being able to move, you will still survive. But mostly when you reach that point, it might be too late. So we need to put in our system, and I was proposing the other time that employers should make it their responsibility to insist that your workers show proof that they've done review at least twice or once a year.
Sure.
Some are insisting on every quarter because of their experience in the UK and Co. Some of the companies, they say, no, if you won't do it, find your job elsewhere. Because when the liabilities come, we will be equally attached to it.
Sure.
So I think that if employers also come in, because it looks like it doesn't really work.
No,
because, how many times are wives able to tell husbands, please go and check?
Look, Raymond, you're very...
If you have a wife who also believes that prayer solves every problem, then that one, you're not even going in there checking it.
You're very right, because for many of us, and I say this because I am hypertensive, okay?
Yeah.
And I run my test twice a year because I want to be sure. And you know what hypertension could lead to, and the other non-communicable diseases that normally are associated with hypertension and others. So you're very careful. And, the last time I was at the hospital, I was asked the question, oh, what are you coming to do here? And I said, oh, it's the second half of the year. So I'm coming to run all the tests. Just to be sure that everything is okay. And he said, oh, okay. Then go through it. And look, on a table, if you sit on a table with men, our age, in the 40s, more than half of them have a condition.
One or the other.
Some
have compounded ones.
Exactly. In fact, today, a lot of the young men are either hypertensive or they have diabetes.
Do you know the other solution too? Why is it that these groups are not doing these checks together?
Yeah, that could be that's a great point.
So it could be your Rotary Club. It could be your lodge.
Yeah.
It could be your, if you like, old school group that we choose this year. This year we want to know. You don't share results with us because we don't care. But we want to know that you've gone through the process. Because early detection helps a lot. Everybody agrees. The prevention is a massive campaign that requires work. But early detection also helps a lot. And I agree with those who are saying that we should make it as part of our lives. I recall when the UK government struggled to get people to take COVID vaccine. Do you know what they were doing? They were offering pints of beer alongside. So before you can get a free one if you take the shot. Then people were doing it. We should find ingenious means of protecting their lives, because if you lose the people, if the burden, and it's not just losing them because they will die eventually and be a problem to human resource and all of the other connections, but if the burden in managing these conditions, we had a conversation for almost 2 years about renal failure, what they call it, dialysis and its related effects. This is something that, and I agree with the professor who said, let's make it a campaign issue. Show proof, and it's connected to your electoral fortunes, because in this country, that's how things get done.
Great. And also coming up this morning here on the Super Morning Show.
As a minister, I can tell you on authority that NPRA has since indicated that they had seen the processes and they think that SSNIT can go ahead.
Well, NPRA says SSNIT can go ahead with the sale of 60% stake in 4 hotels. We'll tell you more about that here on the Super Morning Show. But question is, which app allows you to transfer money at only a tiny fee using a Visa card? That's the Express Pay. At Express Pay, we keep falling for you. Yes, our prices are falling. Send 100 Ghana cedis, pay 1 cedi. 200 Ghana cedis, pay 2 cedis. For the ballers, no. When you send 5,000, you pay 10 cedis. Basically, any amount over 1,000 cedis, you pay 10 cedis per. There's more in this month of July. Express Pay is filling the card tank of many lucky customers, 1 new customer and 1 old loyal customer every day, Monday to Friday till the end of July. Simply spend 500 Ghana cedis or more by paying for services or sending money with your Visa card to qualify. So download the Express Pay app for simplified payments, 24/7 customer service, tiny fees, and a full card tank. Express Pay, in partnership with Visa, has made these tiny fees possible across 9 banks: Stanbic, EcoBank, StanChart, ABSA, FNB, Fidelity, Cal, First Atlantic, and GT Bank Visa card holders. Terms and conditions apply.
How much do you have to send for Wesley Girls, people?
I am not part of this conversation.
Now, let me bring you the news. Hello, world. Let's help you check your dream locations off your bucket list. Make your travel dreams a reality with Access Bank. Our aviation and hospitality desk is designed with you in mind. Let's help you book and pay for your ticket and secure travel insurance. Whether it's a tropical escape or a visit to family, Access Bank has you covered. Avoid the hassle. Book your next flight with Emirates, South African Airways, Air Peace, or African World Airlines through Access Bank. Our 55 branch network gives you convenience, easy payments, and security. Visit our website, ghana.accessbankplc.com, or call our toll-free number 0800 004400 for more information and assistance. Access Bank, more than banking. Winston, can I say shout outs to Professor Rita Mensabos this morning?
Oh, joy.
Yes.
Anyway, Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your #1 supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices, has introduced an online store for your shopping convenience, which means you can now shop by simply logging on to kingdomstoreonline.com, and they will arrange delivery to your home and office within a reasonable time, offering free delivery within Accra and Tema, and they accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions have applied at Kingdom. Quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
Why are you headed this weekend? Where are you going? Are you going shopping at the mall?
Most definitely.
Are you buying fuel for your car?
Of course.
Yeah. Do you fill the tank?
We try.
Oh, are you enjoying your shop? Oh, you. How do you try? I'm trying to fill my tank.
The way things are going, we try.
Okay. Now, if you also enjoy your favorite meal at a restaurant now or anytime during the day, or you're getting home essentials at your favorite shop, or you're shopping online for the things you need, wherever you go, whatever you're doing, do it with SG Visa Card. The SG Visa Card is your best option to make payments for goods and services online or anywhere with a point of sale machine. Enjoy a world of endless and amazing opportunities available with the SG Visa Card. Go about your business anywhere in Ghana with the comfort and security of your money available to you. Always make your life easy. And use your SG Ghana Visa Card today. To find out more, call 0302 214 314. 0302 214 314. SG Ghana. The future is you.
Well, let me tell you about Toyota Ghana because they've expanded their vehicle lineup now. And they have 3 new models introducing the all-new Toyota Vitz, a stylish, highly fuel-efficient A-segment passenger vehicle with a compact design suitable for urban travel. For safety, has a wireless door lock, an ultra-modern anti-theft system, and an ISOFIX child-resistant system. Then the Toyota Urban Cruiser, the C-segment crossover SUV, features a robust design, advanced technology like a 3-spoke urethane steering wheel, a 4.2-inch TFT, a touch-screen audio display with a USB, Apple CarPlay or Android audio connectivity. Also, the new and luxurious Toyota Land Cruiser 250 Prado. I must get one for my birthday in November. Boasts cutting-edge features like jam-protected power windows and audio, telephone and voice recognition, steering switch, a UV-cut sun and moon roof, an ultra-modern immobilizer, unmatched off-road capabilities, and a strong presence inviting you to embrace adventure and luxury like never before. These 3 new additions to the Toyota range aim to provide the best value for your peace of mind. Motoring and uphold Toyota Ghana's commitment to offering the best vehicle purchase and ownership experience, whether navigating the city, embarking on an adventure, or setting luxury. Toyota Ghana has a vehicle to meet your needs. Visit Toyota Ghana's branches in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takoradi, Tamale, Takwa, or call 0302-910-204 for the unique Toyota experience. Toyota, superior quality.
Now let's help you check your dream locations off your bucket list and make the list of your travel dreams a reality with Access Bank. Our aviation and hospitality decks. This is designed with you in mind. Let's help you book and pay for your ticket and secure travel insurance, whether it's a tropical escape or a visit to family. Access Bank has you covered. Avoid the hassle. Book your next flight with Emirates, South African Airways, Air Peace, or African World Airlines through Access Bank. Our 55 branch network gives you convenience, easy payments, and security. Visit our website, ghana.accessbankplc.com, or call our toll-free number 0800 004400 for more information and assistance. Access Bank, more than banking.
And you have a game-changing, innovative business idea or project that can impact society. This is your moment. Total Energies presents the 4th edition of the Startup of the Year Challenge. And this year we're looking for 3 winners: the best entrepreneur, also known as InnoVap winner, the best project or innovative business idea, exemplifying recycling and minimizing waste, the Cycle Up winner, and the best project promoting or relating to sustainable and affordable energies, the Power Up winner. And that's not all. For additional projects in the Power Up category will be selected by an international jury. Don't wait any longer. Apply now at startup.totalenergies.com for your chance to win financial support, professional mentorship, and a spotlight for your project. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, the Pan-African Payment and Settlement System, PAPS, is now live at Fidelity Bank. Imagine sending money to your loved ones or business partners across Africa. This is instantly, and this is happening in Ghana cities. Don't wait for days for transactions to clear. No more expensive fees. Just fast, secure, and affordable payments. PAPS is here, and Fidelity Bank makes sending money through PAPS very, very easy. Visit any Fidelity Bank branch and start sending money across Africa instantly, securely, and affordably to Nigeria, Gambia, Liberia, Guinea, and Sierra Leone. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
Well, stay with us, sports and birthday messages after this break.
If home is where the heart is, then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is, and sometimes even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions
and send tweets,
where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. MTN.
Imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. Picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right, we are not just offering loans, we are offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of the following phone lines: 050-153-5789, 050-153-5790, 0244-674154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
What is football? I elevated Inter to the pinnacle of European football by winning the treble. I beat the unbeatable Barcelona with Real Madrid, breaking all records on the way. I feel the hearts of the Romanists with joy after winning their first European title. I am relentless. I am ambition. I am a winner. I am José Mourinho. I am football.com.
Place your bets now.
And where do you think you're going?
To train in the garden.
With my broom?
Mom, it's a javelin.
Oh, really? And that plate?
That's not a plate, it's a discus, Mom. We are training to become winners.
Well, you know you need lots of energy to become winners. So you both better start your day with Twisco before you go anywhere. Besides its great chocolatey taste, Twisco is enriched with Enerfort, a blend of energy-boosting vitamins and minerals for little winners.
Thanks, Mom.
Got to keep my little winners in shape. Twisco, power your dreams.
This advert is FDA approved.
Right, so welcome back, and time now for birthday messages here on the Super Morning Show, brought to us by
MTN. Everywhere you go.
And Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. So let's see whose birthday it is today. But tomorrow is the birthday of my big sister, Linda Acheampong.
Oh, yes. Happy birthday in advance,
yes,
Linda.
Linda Acheampong.
Does she also spell it L-I or L-Y?
L-I.
She uses the original Linda.
L-I, yes.
I know some other Linda people who have been doing L-Y. There's nothing behind it. There's no basis for it.
Okay, let me do this one. This one says, happy birthday. Okay, this one is a happy birthday to Mrs. Abna Prekua Bedu Abwaje. It's coming from who's at the Department of Children, Ministry of Gender and Social Protection. Coming from your husband, Mark Bedu Abwaje, CEO of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and the squad, Papa Yao, Nana Frema, Kwame Boateng, and Ajua Inshira. But also this one from Pakwesi Band says, greet Mr. EPD Bands of Ofanko and wish him a wonderful weekend. And happy birthday to Antoinette Kumoji from your bestie units of Deloitte and Partners and friends of Deloitte and Touche. Have a wonderful day. Raymond, I think we can get into the sports center, right?
Yes, just this one. Jennifer Finn, also from Mami, today is your birthday. Yes.
Great. So let's get into the sports center now. Proudly brought to us by
MTN. Everywhere you go.
Standard Chartered Bank.
Here for good.
Twisco food drink, Twisco power your dream. And if it's football you want, we've got it all. Yes, all of it on DSTV, all the leagues, all the cups, all the matches live in HD. This season promises to be exciting. DSTV, your home of entertainment.
Now, so folks, imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. I mean, picture your rooftop transforming into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right. We are not just offering loans. We are offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you are ready to give or take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of these numbers: 050-153-5789 or 050-153-5790 or 0244-674-154. Together, let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
And accessing super reliable healthcare should be the topmost priority for you and your family. And that's why Multiplus, powered by MTN, is giving you just that today. For a subscription fee of just 25 Ghana cedis a month, paid on Momo, you can sign on to a health subscription plan that gets you access to unlimited in-store consultations with qualified healthcare professionals and over 160 covered medications and tests at participating pharmacies in Ablekuma, Sakaman, Dansuman, Mamprobi, and Kaswa Townships. And the favorite part is there's a dedicated nurse at the Multi Pharmacy who can teleconference a doctor when you need it, so you can access best consultation services. To get this great product, all you have to do is download the Ayuba app and sign up today with your MTN Momo account. Take charge of your health conveniently and affordably. Sign up for Multiplus, powered by MTN today.
Now, hello Ghana, there's an exciting new chocolate beverage out there on the market you should know about. This is from the producers of Carbell, and permit me to introduce you to Twisco, a chocolate food drink with a blend of premium cocoa powder enriched with Enafort, a combination of energy boosting minerals and vitamins including B vitamins, C and also D. There is also iron and many more. Twisco is available in 20 grams and can be found at your nearest neighborhood store in a delightful red sachet for only 1 cedi 80 pesos. To enjoy all the goodness packed in a sachet, empty contents into a mug mixed with 180 milliliters of previously boiled water. Achu, do you know 180 milliliters? How do you measure that?
This has to be a glass of water.
Oh, boss. Milk, and also you can then you stir. So all that you need to do is that you add that, then you stir.
Yes.
Start your day with a cup of the great tasting Twisco. Empower your dream. This advert is FDA approved. 180. It's not glass of water anyway.
That's how we get into the Joy Sports Center this morning with action from all over the world. My name is Victor Atutamaklu. Coming up today.
Match point for the final.
Seven-match Carolini. 2 sets for 1, 2-6, 6-4, 7-6.
A solid gold, pinch me moment for Jasmine Paolini. At the age of 28, a first ever Wimbledon final.
Italy's Jasmine Paolini was speaking and excelling yesterday at Wimbledon. We will bring you more on that. But let's start with Ghana's women's high jump record holder, Rusia Boy. She's confident of a good showing at the Olympic Games after a brilliant NCA season. She's part of the 7-member Team Ghana delegation in Strasbourg to continue their preparations for the Olympic Games.
You just keep going higher and higher and higher. Qualifying for Olympics is such a great experience, and I'm really happy to see myself there to compete for my country, Ghana. I feel like my target is I want to jump above 197, 197 and above, and I know for sure that I'm gonna make it because looking at my performance I put up during the NCAA, I feel like I'll do much better since there is going to be like a competitive among ourselves, and we already know each other, so it's really going to be a competitive one, so it's really going to push us do our best.
Well, she will be joined by 14 others as they link up with the team in France before the start of the games. Let's still stay on the field of on the issue of track and field. And President of Ghana Athletics is Hussein. He's been speaking about the potential of the Koforidia Youth Resource Center. That facility was only commissioned in December of last year. It has an 8-lane athletics track, a FIFA standard football sized pitch, and a seating capacity of 5,000. And Hussein says there is a lot that can be done with that facility.
I know the impact will be enormous because the area or that catchment area, Koforidia, who in some part of our central region, in that area, they've never had synthetic running surface there apart from now. So putting it in there, it will accelerate athletic development in the region, not only in Koforidua, but those from Ho. We can organize a triangular competition between Ho, OT region, and Koforidua to have it there. People can also have good training facility there. So the importance of that facility in Koforidua is enormous. It will accelerate development of athletics in that particular region.
Let's talk club football. And Asante Kotoko yesterday completed the signing of Congolese defender Ndongani Samba Gilbani O'Neill. He signed a 2-year deal with the Porcupine Warriors and becomes the latest addition after Ismat Abdul Hamid Mohamed, Abdul Karim Abdul Rahman, Yoefi Agub, and Emmanuel Entry all signed for Kotoko this week. So Ndongani is a left back and he signed from Rahimo FC and made 34 appearances across all competitions last season. Meanwhile, AFC Samatex 96 have been drawn against Cameroonian side Victoria United in the preliminary round of the 2024-25 CAF Champions League. They'll travel to Limbe in Cameroon for the first leg before the reverse fixture at the Accra Sports Stadium a week later. Let's move the conversation on to the European Championships. On Sunday, England will take on Spain in that final. Ahead of the game, England manager Gareth Southgate has said that his team would have to be tactically perfect to stand a chance of beating Spain in Sunday's final. They got here by beating the Netherlands by 2-1, while Spain are here having beaten France by the same margin. Let's hear from one of the protagonists for England on Wednesday's semi-final, Phil Foden.
Yeah, definitely. We believe in our ability. Yeah, we know Spain's a fantastic team, the way they keep the ball, but we also know our strengths. So, yeah, looking forward to it, and it will definitely change all our lives for sure. So, yeah, I feel like the last 2 games have been improvements. I feel like the position's helping me as well to get on the ball and get in dangerous areas. So, yeah, like I said, I was enjoying it out there. I was picking up spaces and look more like myself, like I do for City, finding it on the edge of the box and getting shots away. So, yeah, I was just enjoying my football.
Spain manager De La Fuente says they would have to stay true to type, even against a stubborn England team.
We try to play, every national team plays according to their strengths. France is a great national team, the same as England. To value our behavior and our performance, which has been exceptional up until now. But whatever happens on Sunday, we are always going to be faithful to an idea, to a philosophy, no matter what the result is, because we want to achieve our results, but through a very specific journey, which has, with my players, have been able to carry out so well.
Manchester United, they are close to completing a £33.7 million deal to sign Dutch striker Joshua Zirkzee from Bologna. United sources say the club are set to pay a slight premium on the £33.67 million release clause in order to secure an extended payment plan for the 23-year-old. United are determined to comply with the profit and sustainability rules, regards loss limits, and accept their present situation is tight and will require discipline in their transfer dealings. Now, let's talk about Wimbledon. And yesterday, Yasmin Paolini became the first Italian Ghanaian to reach a semi-final of a Grand Slam. Let's get the latest from not just her performance, but Wimbledon from Joy Sports' Daniel Cranton.
Jasmine Paolini edged out a tearful Donna Vekic in a thrilling semi-final to become the first Italian Ghanaian to reach the Wimbledon women's singles final. In one of the best matches of the tournament, Paolini missed 2 match points and was 8-7 behind in a 10-point tiebreak before recovering to clinch an incredible victory. The match lasted 2 hours and 51 minutes, making it the longest women's singles semi-final at Wimbledon, with the Italian winning 2-6, 6-4, 7-6. 7-seed Paolini will now face Czech 31st seed Barbara Krejcikova after she claimed a remarkable 3-6, 6-3, 6-4 comeback win against Elena Rybakina, the 2022 champion. Today's men's semi-final will see defending champion Carlos Alcaraz up against Daniil Medvedev on center court before 24-time Grand Slam champion Novak Djokovic battles it out against Italian Lorenzo Musetti.
That's all the time will permit us on the Joy Sports Center. Congratulations again to the Ghanaian Italian or Italian Ghanaian, the value is the same. The 28-year-old Paulini, who has ties to Ghana through her maternal grandfather, who is Ghanaian.
Well, thank you very much, Victor Chutamakulu, maternal grandfather. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us with the latest in the world of sports. And it's now time for the Joy Business Minute, brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you. And Anointed Electricals, the generator experts, and Build Freeze solar hybrid air conditioners, superior cooling with lower energy.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you. Anointed Electricals, the generator experts, and Build Freeze solar hybrid air conditioners, superior cooling with lower energy. Senior Finance Lecturer at the University of Ghana Business School, Dr. Benjamin Amo, has said the mid-year budget review must create a conducive environment for banks to lend. The Chamber of Petroleum Consumers has asked the Finance Minister to use the mid-year budget to review the state of government's position on the Gold for Oil program and its impact on the prices of petroleum products. Manufacturing companies have linked the rising prices of goods on the market to high cost of power. And Germany will phase out components made by China's Huawei and ZTE from its 5G wireless network over the next 5 years. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you. Anointed Electricals, the generator experts, and Build Free solar hybrid air conditioners, superior cooling with lower energy.
And Anointed Engineering Services Limited is into the sales of ultra-silent generators from 5 kVA to 2,500 kVA, and they undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generators. They also stock genuine spare parts of all kinds for various generators and do generator rentals. Now they have branches nationwide, and you can locate their latest branches in Amrahia. Frames Oil on the main Adenta Dodowa Road, East Legon, Lagos Avenue Road, opposite Tomric Hotel, Tema General Hospital Road, Community 9, just after the overhead, and Kaswa off the Wager Kaswa Road near Simaf Cement Depot, and at Odoko, where they have their head office, number 77 Anointed House off the Odoko Malam Road. Call them on 0243 480334. And let's get interactive here on the Super Morning Show. Social media messages brought to us by EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa, and Malatu from Ernest Chemist. Malatu, power over malaria.
Well, let me bring you the good news from EcoBank. This is the year for you. And I know Winston there. You chop a thing. You don't talk about it. Stop singing, Imbura. Stop singing and talking about chopping and enjoying. And just do it. Because life is very short. But I'll give you one way you can do this wonderfully. EcoBank has over 1 million cedis worth of cash and prizes in the EcoBank Million Gang promo for you and over 7,000 others across Ghana. Now, winners will be rewarded bi-weekly, and you can be one of them, winning up to 10,000 Ghana cedis. There will also be 3 monthly draws, and all that you have to do is to deposit cash in multiples of 500 Ghana cedi in your EcoBank account at your nearest branch, EcoBank Express Point, or via EcoBank Mobile Money or Mobile to stand a chance of winning. Other prizes include fuel vouchers, shopping vouchers, airtime, and many more. So if you don't even get the 10,000 bi-weekly, you certainly can get the vouchers, the airtime, and many more. Yesterday they did the draw. I'm aware. Promo runs from May to July 31st, 2024. It's your time, Winston, to chop life. Remember, every 500 Ghana cedi deposit earns you an entry into the EMG draw. A better way to enjoy life, a better Africa, and a better way. EcoBank is their Pan-African bank. Why are we not all on EcoBank?
We should be.
Pan-Africans, right?
Yes.
Because it should be. As of rights.
Yes.
The People's Bank.
You're very right. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
More money, challenge and enjoyment. I dey chop life.
We not say problem day, but you for chop life. Simply deposit cash in multiples of 500 Ghana cedis into your EcoBank account at your nearest branch, Express Point, or through EcoBank Mobile to win your share of over 1 million cedis in prizes in the EcoBank Million Gang promo, EMG. Be one of over 7,000 people to be rewarded. Hey, my God. Yes, so over 7,000 people go chop soft life from May to July 31, 2024. Be an EcoBank customer or be square. Remember, every 500 Ghana cedi deposit earns you a point for the EcoBank Million Gang today, EMG. Deposit today and win your share of 1.2 million in cash and prizes. A better way to enjoy life. A better way. A better Africa. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
When shopping for a dress, you say,
of course, the low burst line. A little tight by the hips. Covered sleeves. Off shoulder. Definitely.
But when buying anti-malarial drug, you say,
is it not malaria? Give me whatever is available.
Choose your malaria drugs the same way you choose your dress. Always ask for Coartem. It's also available in cherry-flavored dispersible tablets for children. Don't gamble with malaria. Choose right. Choose Coartem. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Malaria testing should be done before treatment. This advert is FDA approved.
Right, so welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And on big stories this morning brought to us by Telecel, connecting Energy's latest foam, your partner for life, and Equity Health Insurance here for you. Our focus is on this.
As a minister, I can tell you on authority that NPRA has since indicated that they had seen the processes and they think that SSNIT can go ahead.
Right, so that's Minister in charge of Employment and Labor Relations, Ignatius Baff. We were talking about the fact that they can definitely go ahead with a sale of some 60% of SSNIT shares in hotels. But it eventually degenerated into this.
The men who are attacking us, that we are old, cannot do all night long. Mr. Speaker, they cannot do all night long.
Right, so this morning we'll be talking about that here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. But first, picture this: you're lying in bed after a long day seeking comfort and your relaxation, but instead you're met with a mattress that sags beneath you. A reminder of shortcuts and compromises, but your comfort and well-being should never have been compromised. And that's why we at Latest Foam prioritize quality above all else. Step into our showrooms and experience the difference for yourself. Our high-quality mattresses and furniture are crafted with your ultimate relaxation in mind. Picture waking up refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to take on the day. That's the Latest Foam promise. Invest in your well-being. Choose Latest Foam. Otherwise, you do yourself. Latest Foam, your partner for life. Visit us today. Sleep better tonight. Call us on 0302-231155-5262 or 0322-008499 or visit us online, latestfoamghana.com. And are you ready to be the next millionaire in town? Well, the Telecel More Money promo is here. 1 million grand prizes up for grabs, and it could be you. Yes, you. Simply reload your mobile using your Telecel cash wallet and be part of the daily, weekly draws where you could win up to 30,000 every week. Purchase data or airtime using your Telecel cash wallet and double your chances. Making payments onto your fixed broadband also gives you a chance to be the next millionaire. The more you reload, the better your chances of winning in the Telecel More Money promo. To opt in for free, dial star 500 hash or send win to 500 or visit the Telecel Play app. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Telecel, connecting energy.
Ceremony, some people say it's Telecel mobile, Telecel money, right?
Yeah.
Telecel money is big things.
Money there, Charlie, some way sometimes. Anyway,
say some way sometimes. Money is always good. I mean, when you get it through the right means, when you get it, when when you are not stealing it, when you are not forcing it out of us, when you are not forcing it through buying things that does not belong to you. Yes, when you are not doing kululu with it. That is right. Okay. That's why the Bible says the love for money is the root of all evil. It didn't say the money itself is the root of the evil. The love.
So it is not the money.
Inherently, yes.
The love.
Yes, so it's the quest to abuse that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a small enabler. So that's why it should not be focused so much. Any society that's predominantly focused on money misses out on building a proper society for all, a just society for all, because greed becomes the central, pivotal element of that society. That's why we should build a society for everybody. Everybody's needs established so that they can be rich people like Samuel Dame and be ordinary people like myself in society, all surviving. Basic
and all of us taken care of by the society.
Yes! That is how we thrive. So that I do not have a reason to go and pick up a gun and go and be targeting you in your corner, then I want to take what belongs to your purse. I hope you get my point. So that the we feeling, the community living is complete. That is the future that we all want for our people. Isn't it so?
Yeah.
Yes. That's what we're working towards anyway. But there's a stakeholder dialogue series that's going to happen. It's happening in Kumasi. You should know about that. It's a very big conversation that should be happening pretty soon. Later on, you, Winston Amwa, I would appoint you to engage representatives on this stakeholder dialogue series that you surely would be impressed with. They'll come with almost everything important in this country will have a conversation on. But this one, stakeholders will be discussing relevant matters. It's happening this weekend, and you surely will be interested in that. Right. When the NPRA acted that God should bless NPRA, it would have been a premature move on my side.
Yeah.
It would have been a move that would not be borne out by the subsequent happenings. I think virtually everybody around this thing is getting it wrong. If SSNIT believes that it doesn't want to be in hotels again, it should discuss with we, the people who are the people's money being put in there. We misconstrue SSNIT to be government money, and we have misconstrued that for a very long time. Winston, how much is government putting in there? I'm not talking about individual government workers. Government as an entity. How much is it putting into our SSNIT? It rather takes our money. Sometimes it doesn't pay what it's supposed to pay. But let's get it straight. When you are dealing with the people's money and their pensions all over the world, there is extra care. Because it's a very hot matter. People have done a lot through that process. So care should be taken. What the people are saying is that they are opposed to this deal. It smacks of some state capture by... So, Winston, are you sure if Bryan Acheampong was not minister in this republic today, if Bryan Acheampong was any other person like Samuel Dame, who was... And I know other people who run hotels with branches and rooms more than that of Bryan Acheampong in this country. So this conversation cannot be left to that end. But that's not the most important one. If Bryan Acheampong was not in government today, if Bryan Acheampong was not politically exposed and connected, would Bryan Acheampong be leading the scale? Would all the noise we have made about it, everybody in government will pretend they are not hearing? Do you think that will happen? They would have shut it down a long time ago. It is also the reason why we believe these people may not even represent our best interest. That is why questions have been raised about this. When SSNIT does evaluation or some valuation and says, oh, we are estimating at around $59 million. Then all of a sudden, the proposal for Bryan & Co. is around $61 million. It raises questions that because of connections and political exposure of the people involved, we do not even trust that they are representing our interest. That is why independent people would have been qualified to probe the matter at different levels. But we cannot have that happening immediately. That is why you should let it go. Let it not be that merely because you have given the opportunity to serve, you take that as an advantage to exploit. Even if that's not what you're doing. It appears so. And it smells bad. It looks terrible. It looks like colluding and connecting to take what belongs to the people. That is why it should not be. And nobody is saying that merely because you are Ghanaian, you cannot be part of this. Wait, Bryan Acheampong. In 10, 20, 40 years' time, when you're not in government, please reapply to actually own SSNIT again. Let's see what happens. I hope you get my point.
Yeah.
So we should not even start from the basis of misunderstanding that politically exposed person can share, can take, can really be the ones who are running and deciding for themselves what to do with our state entities or entities related to our pensions. That is the fundamental question. The other one is, and I keep hearing SSNIT say, oh, it's within our mandate. Please, their mandate. We have been so dissatisfied with your delivery on the mandate. Merely keeping these hotels will not make you go broke tomorrow morning. With the greatest of respect. It is not your biggest headache. And I keep hearing, oh, there's a management issue. But how do you fix management issues? By merely saying I'm selling it. But do you know the management issues we've had at SSNIT? Then we should equally not be interested in having SSNIT in existence. Do you know the management issues we've had with government as a whole? And still, we are having people being in charge of government. Do you know that people would have actually handed over government to? Would have gone to look for, like Kwame Pianim said, that the entire parliament, the job can be done by 5 lawyers from the USA. When they were talking about the people who came from the IMF and other things to come and help us. We have an IMF agent sitting at our central bank. Basically being Governor General or whatever.
Governor General.
Basically signing off whatever our central bank is doing. Have we said that then it means we should hand over the central bank to the person? If there's a management problem, you fix the management problem. If there are underlying issues, you fix it. It's the reason why you are put there. In any case, it was some time ago, you were not only doing lump sum payments, you are doing lump sum payments and the other monthly payments. One was taken away from you, isn't it so? When we reformed SSNIT. So what at all are you doing at SSNIT with this your huge number of workers and all of that you cannot fix and control our interest in these hotels? And hear them back and forth on things that sometimes you are shocked as to the people, the kind of the philosophy in their heads into governance, into leadership, into having to represent the people that they represent. I don't know where they get their thinking from. It's almost as if they believe they go to act for themselves and not represent the people they are represented. How many independent, individual, relevant, proper companies in this country, assuming EcoBank wanted to buy the stake that we are talking about, with all of the noise that we are hearing today, Winston, do you think EcoBank would have still been part of this deal? No, they would have dropped and gone away a long time ago. It appeared. They'll say, no, but why the noise? We wanted to improve the system. If you don't want our improvement, we're letting it go. Why is Bryan Acheampong's Rock City still holding on to this? What is the big deal? One, this has catastrophic impact on party MPP's chances. If you are seen as grabbing, if you are seen as state capturing, that affects your fortunes. Is Bame also not aware that that's possible? The picture also looks very terrible. That merely because you are in government, you are using that as an advantageous position to get this done. Even if it's not true, that picture looks terrible. And it has political fortunes and it affects that. At least look at that and say, I'm not even interested again. Why is this pension to stay on? As if you have a God-given or birthright to this particular property. Why? If you are so much interested in hotels, there are lands in Kwewu and others you have built your hotel. Build other places. What's the big deal? Why is this hook or crook? I'll take it. No matter what you say, I'll take it. So now everybody, people that we previously respected as having conscience and all, are all bending over backwards and ingratiating themselves because of this your pension to get this place done. What is the big deal? And how does anybody in this republic even think that with all of that going on, it is our best interest that's being protected? How does anybody get to conclude that way? Anyway, I believe the best thing to do, hold on to this, go for the election. Let us calm down. After the election, we can have a conversation about the future of SSNIT, about the people we put on boards, about the entity itself and its future and what we want to do with it, and whether it represents what we truly want as a people going to pensions development and pension management in the future. We'll also be having interest about the investments of SSNIT, justified, legitimate, or heading the right direction or the wrong direction. All of those conversations we can have in the future. But it is not even in your interest that you are adding this to the issues and accusations against government 6 months to an election. And I think that cooler heads should prevail on the matter. This, no matter what you say, no matter what happens. Anyway, if you have a full-blown strike on your head by Labour, who loses? Who at the end of the day will lose? The people of this country. Yes, government primarily, but we're also going to lose. Yeah. But what then do we end up gaining from this? Why? When did it happen that if they want us to do a referendum on this, let we SSNIT contributors like myself, and that's why it affects almost everybody in this country, SSNIT contributors like myself, who are some years to still work and contribute, unfortunately. And sometimes I feel that if there was a way I could take myself out of this your SSNIT system, so that your conversation about who sells what has nothing to do with me, I will be fine with it. Because I think that's what people are saying. No matter what happens, you do what you like. So if you're going to do what you like, take some of us out of your system and keep your SSNIT for you and your own, so that you can be the only ones contributing and use your money to do whatever you want to do. It looks bad from all ends, and that is how we should see this. And if it looks bad from all ends, every legitimate corporate institution will back out of this deal. Why is Rock City not backing out? What is so luxurious about this that Rock City is bent on keeping it for themselves?
Well, that's a conversation we're having here on the Super Morning Show. Make sure you don't miss any bit of it. Let's get interactive. Join us on X. Use the hashtag JoySMS. And then you can join us on Twitter. Use the hashtag. You can join us on WhatsApp also, 055-1111-997. We'll be right back.
You listening to me on the radio. I know exactly what you need, and I go sort you out. But first, a quick introduction. Maybe the connection man. I'll make things happen. Whether it be business, fashion, or the latest trend in town, I go connect you. I know when people connect, big things they happen. I am the plug to your plug. Anything you want, that's sort. I go show you where options they line them up for you. You want download or you want stream? Link up. I got you. I conquer everywhere. From circles to KJTia. If you come out to Navrongo, Jiosu to Kita, Techima to Kumbungu. I'll be the link between you and the next big opportunity. It be me where I go connect you, make it happen. Oh, you want to know my name? I am Telecel.
Switch to Telecel for the best value voice and data services and connect to the things that matter. Connecting dreams, connecting goals, connecting passions.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Beautiful people, we are live in town, soaking in the excitement about the partnership between Access Bank and PABS, revolutionizing the way people move money across Africa. Let's hear directly from those reaping the benefits.
It's a relief. Anytime I send money back home, my family receives exactly what I send them, instantly.
I'm studying in Ghana, but originally from Nigeria. With this service, my parents send my school and hostel fees directly, and they do it with so much ease.
I run a fashion business. Let me tell you, sending and receiving money across Africa without those annoying forex fees has really cut down our operational costs.
Benefit from instant payments across Africa with zero foreign exchange hassle. Visit our website www.ghana.accessbankplc.com or call our toll free on 0800 00 4400 for all your cross-border payments.
Pass it with Access Bank.
Access Bank, more than banking.
Hey, Cashman.
Yeah.
Don't you know Nana has assembled all of us and you are here making calls?
My generator is spoiled too. So I'm calling a renowned Ghanaian company with an excellent track record in the sales and repairs of generator sets in Accra to come and repair for me.
Oh, is it Anointed Electricals?
Yeah.
Anointed Electricals deals in quality and genuine generators with high fuel efficiency. We also rent generators.
They sell quality generators from 10 kVA to 2500 kVA. They have spare parts of other generators and can repair every faulty generator set even if you didn't buy from them.
Look, now we don't have any electrical problem in Accra.
Oh, how?
Because Anointed Electricals is right here at East Legon, Lagos Avenue, opposite Tomric Hotel.
And that's why Nana is calling us.
Okay.
Yes. If you want to buy a brand new generator or repair the old one, visit Anointed Electricals. Or if you are within Accra, call our hotline 0246 423 534
or call 0243 480 334. They have qualified and dedicated men on 24-hour after sales service.
Then let's go and listen to Nana. Let's go.
Hey, gosh, after giving you the hint, won't you give me anything?
Anointed, the generator experts.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Masa, my head is killing me. Is that your stomach?
Yes.
What did you eat?
I don't know.
Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM. Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Super Morning Show is always...
Bravo here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And this morning, a friend from the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center has joined us here on the Super Morning Show. We are joined by Honame Nwagbesen. Good morning, Honame, and thank you very much for joining us. Great, and Honame is the Director of Policy, Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation at the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center. And she'll be telling us more about the Stakeholder Dialogue Series, the third edition, which will be happening in Kumasi. So, Honame, let's start off by finding out what this whole Stakeholder Dialogue Series is all about. Give us a brief background of this program.
Within the peace and security landscape. So this is actually the main objective of the Stakeholder Dialogue Series. And since 2021, we've had several opportunities to implement and establish this dialogue series. So we actually are going to be holding the third one in Kumasi next week. And more specifically, this comes in the form of a collaborative effort between the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center and one of its very cherished partner, which is called the All African Conference of Churches, to support the operationalization of the African peace and security architecture, but also the African governance architecture and other regional structures of the AU in the context of peace and security.
All right, great. So, getting back to the dialogue series, before we get to this year's objectives, in the past, what are some of the things that you've done when it comes to this dialogue?
Okay, so in the past, we've had different, the stakeholder dialogue series actually focuses on different themes. The initial one was actually looking at the context or the nexus between peace and security and development. And for that matter, it was a collaboration with the private sector to be able to look at the role of the private sector in contributing to peace and security. The second one focused on engagement with civil society. And again, it was also looking at the role of ECOWAS and also how civil society contributes to the ECOWAS's conflict prevention architecture. So these were some of the things that we worked on regarding the stakeholder dialogue series. So as you can see, each year, we look at topical issues, we focus on a specific theme that is relevant to society, and then we engage with relevant partners on this particular subject matter.
So what are the objectives for this year's program?
Very, very specific. I mean, the third stakeholder dialogue series is particularly to promote transparency and trust between citizens and state institutions to ensure good governance and also enhance the rule of law. You'd agree with me that recognizing the cyclical impact of elections, and particularly because Ghana is in an election period, and related to conflicts, but also more specifically related to the African Union's agenda on a prosperous and peaceful Africa, the Center thought that it would be necessary to collaborate with the All African Conference on Churches, and also with funding support from the GIZ and Bread for the World. The objective is to be able to hold this edition and also bring issues to the fore, analyze issues related to how institutions will be and must be resilient and independent in the wake of issues related to promoting transparency, but also strengthening rule of law amongst citizenry, and also within the context of institutions that are mandated to deliver successful elections in this regard.
Great. So what are the expected key outcomes for this year's events?
Well, this particular year's event next week, we'll be looking at different topical issues, as I mentioned already, in relation to promoting transparency and trust and between citizens and also state institutions. So the discussion, we are hoping to actually enhance conversations and knowledge on strong institutional building that promotes transparency, but also promotes accountability in governance processes. One of the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center's strategic objective is to enhance good governance and ensure that there is a great nexus between good governance and peace and security. So one of the outcomes we're looking at will be that by the end of the discussions and the dialogue series, there'll be a lot more increase in knowledge and understanding on the nexus between good governance processes, but also peace and security. We will also utilize the platform to enhance civic engagement and also strengthen knowledge on peaceful democratic processes, but also inclusivity in the electoral processes, so that there is the promotion of dialogue, there is the promotion of conversation around peace and security. We also look forward in the future as a result of this platform and perhaps further conversations on the side to help advance and look at how we can strengthen institutional frameworks that support citizens' involvement in decision-making processes.
Great. And so for this year's event, for this year's Stakeholder Dialogue Series, which is happening at the Golden Beam Hotel in Kumasi on the 15th of July, who will be participating in the program?
Thank you for that question again. So we have a number of panelists lined up for this particular program because it's going to be like in the form of a panel session, but we also have different stakeholders coming for this session. In terms of the stakeholders, we have civil society across board. We have the academia. We are looking forward to having women's organizations, organizations that promote peace and security in Ghana, institutions that are focused also on related issues related to elections, amongst others. But also, more critically, we have a list of panelists that are lined up from the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center. We also have panelists from other countries, not only in Ghana, specifically from Tanzania, who would be coming from the Evangelical Lutheran Church, because we also want to look at the role of the church in the process, in these processes that I'm talking about already.
Okay.
We are also expecting a panelist from the Electoral Commission, another from the National Commission for Civic Education, but also more importantly, journalists in this regard, as well as a panelist from the institution and development planning related to the academia. So these are the panelists we've lined up, but generally we are expecting different stakeholders from different sectors to be a part of this dialogue series this year.
Great. And so, I mean, now that you've talked about the panelists, which speakers have been lined up to speak at this year's event?
Okay, great. So we have Dr. Victor Doke, who is a researcher from the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center. We have Ms. Faustina Nilan, who is the National Director for Women and Children from the Evangelical Lutheran Church from Tanzania. We have Mr. Francis Osei-Insia, who is the Regional Director from the Electoral Commission from the Ashanti region in this regard here in Ghana. We have Mr. Imurana Mohammed, who is the Director of Programs from the National Commission for Civic Education here in Ghana. And we have Mr. Erastus Asari Donko, who is a broadcast journalist from Multimedia Group Limited. And we have as the one who would be moderating this panel discussion, Dr. Michael Osei-Asibe, who is an institutional and development planner and a lecturer at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology.
Hey, great. But before we go, let me just find out from you what's been the outcome of previous meetings and why the third in the series.
Yeah, so like I mentioned earlier, the previous meetings or the stakeholder dialogue series itself utilizes an approach to advance engagement with stakeholders. So, particularly we identify a theme that is of mutual interest and a topical issue at a particular time. Like I said, the previous meetings, we've had great discussions and dialogue engagement. The first one was with the private sector. And then it actually brought to the fore what the issues are, especially when it comes to the role of the private sector when it comes to peace and security. In most cases, once we talk about peace and security, we hardly think about the private sector. But again, when there's a society that is devoid of conflict, and that is the society in which the private sector or businesses thrive most. So in that sense, we utilize the platform, the first stakeholder dialogue series, to actually bring to the fore participants who were there and beyond that there is a critical role that the private sector can play in enhancing peace and security. And for that matter, the private sector must be seen as one of the critical stakeholders to contribute to peace and security. And so that was the major outcome, of the first stakeholder dialogue series. The second one, again, was focused on the ECOWAS conflict prevention framework. And that was targeted at civil society. And so, again, that was providing a platform for civil society to have discussions, critical conversations around issues of enhancing and promoting, but more importantly, implementing the ECOWAS's conflict prevention framework. And so that was also another objective. And for that matter, the platform was created for civil society to discuss this. So that was one of the outcomes from that. And for that matter, the third one that we will be holding next week in Kumasi. And we're looking forward to having a great conversations with stakeholders, looking forward to enhance knowledge around issues related to resilience, but also civic education, issues related to electoral processes, and how all of this can contribute to peace and security in Ghana.
And when is the event again?
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
When is the dialogue series?
Oh, it's actually next week. It's coming up on the 15th, which is Monday, in Kumasi. So we will be headed to Kumasi, but at the same time, we have different stakeholders and different invited participants who would be coming from within Kumasi to participate on this platform.
And finally, any general comments on the future of the Stakeholder Dialogue series?
Yes, definitely. I mean, particularly because it was launched in 2021, our objective as an institution and as a center that focuses on contributing to peace and security on the continent, we want to utilize this platform as many times and each year with our partners to be able to articulate and also promote issues around peace and security in Ghana, but also in other countries, because the first one, as I mentioned, was held here in Ghana. The second one was held in Senegal and Gambia. And then the third one here in Ghana, noting the issues, that the focus of this dialogue series. So in the future, we will be undertaking or conducting a number of them, looking at relevant topical issues and also specifically where this has to be held to actually achieve the needed objectives and outcomes.
Right. Thank you very, very much for joining us this morning. We're very grateful to you, Honame Nwagbesen, who is Director of Policy Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation at the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and thank you as well to your listeners.
Great. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. When we return, our conversation is on a sale of some 60% SSNIT shares in its hotels. Stay with us.
With the recent increase in electricity tariffs and fuel prices, power, although unreliable, has become expensive, and owning a noisy generator becomes a headache rather than luxury. For an affordable and durable electricity solution, you need to go solar with Translight. Feel the independence, experience the comfort, and be productive. Translight Solar. Wherever there is sunlight, there is Translight. Think solar. Think Translight. Locate us at 98 Boundary Road, East Legon, in between ARS and the American House at the White House bus stop. Visit our website at translightsolar.com. Call us on 0504-249-229 or 0206-542-454 or reach us through email info@translightsolar.com.
In partnership with the National Theatre and Joy FM, Roverman Productions presents an original play by Uncle Ebo White, Takeover.
Kebab, my boy.
Papa.
How are you doing today?
It is a battle, Papa.
You don't mean
because
it.
As the Bible says, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Really?
And if the flesh was weak in the time of Jesus when there was no infusable or social media, slave queens and side chicks,
Jesus Christ.
you can imagine how weaker it is today. But no fears because we have your covering, Papa.
You and Misapplied Bible Quotations.
Takeover shows on the 5th, 6th, 7th, 12th, 13th and 14th of July 2024. Venue, National Theatre. Fridays at 7 p.m. Saturdays at 4 and 8 p.m. and Sundays at 1, 4 and 8 p.m. Rate 200 Ghana cedis. Buy your tickets by the Koba short code *365*535# and at all regular outlets. Sponsors Gino Tomato Mix and GCB Bank. Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
Looking for a home in a safe, secure, and luxurious environment? Alphabet City has just what you need. Join our gated community in the lively precincts of Sacramento for a carefully crafted home that provides you with peace of mind and a safe space for your children. Alphabet City boasts of leisure and recreational facilities to ensure your mental and physical well-being. A good road network, 24-hour surveillance systems and security, water, and electricity, serving as a safe haven. Let's meet your needs. Book a tour today. Find out more on www.wadely.org or call 0240-111-119 or 0504-499-999 to make the right investment in a home. Alphabet City, the ABC of Home Sweet Home.
Attention, facility management professionals. Get ready for the event of the year, the IFMA Global Africa Conference in Ghana, August 1st and 2nd at the UPSA Auditorium, hosted by the International Facility Management Association's Ghana chapter. This is your chance to meet the world's top FM experts, thought leaders, and innovators. Immerse yourself in groundbreaking keynotes, interactive panels, hands-on workshops, and unmatched networking sessions. Explore the future of facility management in Africa's booming built environments. Don't miss out on the epic gathering of minds and ideas. The IFMA Global Africa Conference, August 1st and 2nd at the UPSA Auditorium. Be there. Proudly sponsored by Fitters Group. To register or to sponsor, please call 0558 368 544.
The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah.
Doctors,
nurses,
barbers,
drivers,
bouncers,
friends,
teachers,
bankers.
You could be the luckiest. You could be the luckiest. East, west, north, south,
you could be the luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
Accra to Haga.
Let's go. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah.
Doctors,
nurses,
barbers,
drivers,
bouncers,
friends,
teachers,
bankers. The luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
very much for joining us.
Good morning, sir.
And we also have Angel Kabonu. Okay, I think we may have lost Angel Kabonu. So, Dr. Sado, let's start off it this way. I mean, I know you've been following this whole thing once it started. Now, the National Pensions Regulatory Authority came in and indicated that, okay, stop and let's see what happens. Well, halt the processes. Today, we are told SSNIT has been giving the all clear to go ahead. Some have questions, but others have asked, what's it really about? What's the problem? After all, SSNIT has explained why they need to sell shares in these hotels. Makes a lot of sense that they can now go ahead?
Well, I will take you to the basic. I'll take you to the basic. SSNIT is Social Security and National Insurance Trust.
Okay.
SSNIT is a trust and being governed by Board of Trustees. The trust is supposed to serve a certain group of people. That is, those who contribute to these things, having them in mind. Each responsibility is what we should be discussing. Trusteeship, if we look at it, is the responsibility for the administration of a trust, which is a fiduciary relationship in which one party holds assets on behalf of another party. So those in charge of SSNIT today, whatever they are doing it on behalf of another party, which is the people who are not happy. So one should be asking, why don't you engage the people on whose behalf you are administering this trust and align your objective with theirs? That is, for me, that is where the fundamental issue is.
Say no to it. Is it your view then that SSNIT should just halt it?
Because we are doing this thing on their behalf. Excuse me to say that knowledge doesn't reside in the head of only one person. If the people on whose behalf you are managing this trust are raising issues, then go back and look at it again. If you push me, what I would tell you is that there's a bigger issue in SSNIT than what we are saying. I have been talking about it.
Let's look at the bigger
our
issue.
Collective effort resides, but its administration is a major challenge. We position SSNIT as too big to regulate. 2, we position SSNIT as if it's an owner-managed entity. The trust aspect is minimized, is downplayed. Now, ideally, there should be a grouping where, if it's annually, the trustees engage the people they are managing these assets for and tell them what they are doing. That's how we have created. And that is where the problem is. I mean, you are selling 60% of this. That is your decision and management position. Of course, another person in that same position may take a different view. But ultimately, whose interest do you want to serve? As the owners of the trust. Their interest is what you should serve. Now, I have done some invest in hotels, so they went ahead to build hotels. It's not just the building, but to say we can convert this asset into earning asset to raise money for us. There's nothing wrong building those hotels because the fund is a long-term fund. So you need to invest it in assets that can appreciate in value. And we all know buildings generally appreciate over time.
Yeah.
So the next thing is to say, how do I sweat this asset to raise money? Even if you do not have the ability, you certainly have ability to employ the best brains to do this for you. So if you can't do it, get people who can do it to do it for you. If the guys who want to buy this thing are the best brains, why don't you employ them to get the same job done for you and you still own the asset? and get appreciation in value. And apart from this, do we have other challenges in SSNIT? The answer is yes. And how are we dealing with all those things? So there are bigger issues that we should be interrogating than what we are saying.
We'll get back to you on all the bigger issues, but I think we have Angel Kabonu now joining us, who is NAGRAT's president. Angel, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us. Okay, I don't think we have Angel Kabonu. Okay, we have him. Angel Kabonu, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us. Okay, so let's get back to you, Dr. Daniel Seda. You've talked about the bigger issues. Now, first of all, you've asked a question, because SSNIT has told us that they have invested 200 million cedis in these hotels, shareholder loans. However, these people, their return on the investment is nothing to write home about. Secondly, apart from Labadi Beach Hotel that pays dividends, none of the remaining hotels does so. So, why should they continue keeping assets that are not yielding any returns?
So you ask yourself, who is supervising those assets? If you take the structure of SSNIT, when they make investment, they ensure that they are duly represented at governance level. What is happening to that function? That's a question we should be asking. I would draw you into Cal Bank issue. SSNIT owns 1/3 shares in Cal Bank. Cal Bank has gone to raise 600 million. It means SSNIT should be contributing 200 million. We have seen the result of the right issue. If I'm right, they got about 145, which is even less than SSNIT's contribution. Why did SSNIT sit down for Cal Bank to get into the difficulty they find themselves in, and for that matter, maybe require to cough another 200 million? You should be asking, in that setting, is SSNIT duly represented? The answer is yes. So where are we getting, or why are we getting the governance issues wrong? That the investment we make, we have challenges with them. And then the next thing is to quit. How are we doing this assessment before making the investment? That's the question we should be asking. Now, if we don't have the capacity to do these assessments right, let's look for the capacity. Because every month, deductions are made. Every month, monies come. And they are meant for people's pension, which would happen in the future. So if we make investments that are generating losses, and all that we are saying now is, let's sell them. You sell them to do what? I've heard of investing in fixed income markets. Look, it's very easy to say that. The biggest enemy of pension is inflation. And the word they use is fixed income. The income is fixed. That income doesn't control inflation. Once inflation moves higher, the returns you are making is negative return. And that will not support your ability to discharge your obligations in the future.
Sure.
Ideally, this fund should be looking for long-term investment that appreciate. We need a rethink about SSNIT. I said it in 2017. I ran into trouble with SSNIT. I repeat it again. As a people, we should sit up and interrogate the issues and make the right decision.
Okay, please hold on. Let me bring in Angel Kabonu. And Angel, so Labour, you've raised concerns. You had actually asked government to stop this. You wanted to meet the minister. Now the minister is telling us that the NPRA, which had halted the sale, now says they can go ahead. What's your position on that? Are you still protesting it, or now you're okay with it?
We are not okay. Today, 11 o'clock at the TUC Hall, leadership of all organized labor unions have been asked to converge for a decision to be made. I will tell you my decision as representing NAGRAT.
Please go ahead.
That is, I will suggest on that platform, if I have the opportunity, that all labor unions should lay down their tools. Governments have decided to prefer an individual and a business entity to the entirety of organized labor. Government will have to pay for that. the interest of an individual concern has now become more paramount than the concern of the entirety of organized labor. Governments will have to choose between organized labor and the interest of an individual entity.
But talking about individual entity, don't you think the argument of SSNIT, they've told you why they need to do this? They say they're making losses. They want to cut down their losses.
But what planet is the one buying the entity going to work in? Is it not the same planet Earth, location Ghana? What is he going to do differently from what SSNIT should have done to resurrect the entities if indeed truly the entities are not that viable? In other words, who buys any entity that is not viable and will not make profit? The verve with which people, the person who is buying is pursuing his interest is an indication that what the entity he is buying is very viable. That is why the president of the land could invite organized labor to the Jubilee House. That is why the minister can walk to Parliament and support the sale. So it tells you that there is something there. There is something there that they all want. And then people are not telling that it is not viable. Which government on earth will be so interested? Look at the statement made by the board chairperson of SSNIT, writing poems and articles over an entity that is not viable. Can you imagine this? And interestingly, the people we have voted for to revamp our economy, revamp our institutions, and make them viable, tell us that when they are in office, they cannot make it viable. But when they buy it and they run it privately, when they buy it and they run it privately, it will be viable. Does it not suggest to you that there is an intention to run state institutions aground so that state actors like politicians, like the one in question, will go and buy it?
So you are suggesting that SSNIT is, those who are managing these hotels have done this deliberately to get people to purchase it?
The hand of government is too thick in the affairs of SSNIT. The governance architecture of SSNIT ought to change. That the real owners need to have majority voice in the operations and functions of SSNIT. So long as the hand of government is that strong in SSNIT, you are going to have what you are having. People have retired. You have stolen their monies. You have not paid them their retirement packages. People have retired into poverty and all that. And then all that you do, if it is a question of selling state property, and then any person can do that. Look, unless maybe the position some of us hold will be minority position, but some of us are going to strongly espouse our position. And when it is bought into, we will ensure that people cannot take us for granted the way they are taking us for granted.
But Angel, before I get back to Dr. Sedo, as Labour, you have representation on the Board of Trustees. You are represented there. And so I'm sure it's about time, and this conversation has come up before. You also hold your members who are on the board accountable. Okay, it looks like we've lost Angel Kabonu there. Back to Dr. Daniel Sedo. So Dr. Sedo, in getting back to you, Angel raises the governance issues again. You've also raised those issues. Let's settle this governance issue once and for all. He's talked about the hand of government in SSNIT being too much. Is that really the problem?
No, it is certainly part of the issues we have again and again is our lack of appreciation of what trusteeship is. I said earlier that the people managing the fund are doing it in trust for the owners. And the relationship that will exist between the managers and the owners is where the problem is. And so there's a need for us to look at that architecture again. That who should be managing SSNIT? I'm talking of the governor level. And who should even appoint the management? And when should the trustees report to the owners of the scheme? We certainly need to look at that again. Then the bigger issue for me is about assuming responsibilities in governance. I'm talking of corporate governance. That when you sit in that boardroom, what decision do you make? Whose interest do you serve in that boardroom? Is it the owners of the business? Is it the business? In this case, is it the fund, the trust interest you serve, or somebody else's interest? Ideally, you should serve the interest of the company. Very often we do not do that because of the political involvement. You know, most of these things are political appointments. So you go there and very likely you must do the bidding of the person who put you there. It is unfortunate, but as a people and as a country, we need to evolve. We have been developing for so long. We need to develop.
And talking about evolving, Dr. Sedo, you've talked about, the fact that people don't understand these things. You've also talked about the fact that, so inflation, when it comes to fixed, assets that many of people would want to get into, inflation is actually the problem. But SSNIT is expected to have the...
Who must be paid when they go on pension?
And talking about all of these issues, so I come back to the substantive issue now. You have a shareholder that invests 200 million, over a period, no profit. That certainly should call into question the competencies of the shareholder, isn't it, Dr. Sedo?
No. The competencies issues are measured by the outcome.
Yes.
So we can all see these things. And that is why people are not happy. And that is why people do not even believe that the decision being made currently is the right decision. I have said earlier, some analysis would have been done even before putting up those hotels. Is it that we got those analyses wrong? Could we have put money into something else much more productive? Like Angel said, somebody is interested in buying these assets, so 60%. Why? Is he going to buy and strip and sell? Or is going to operate it or operate them as hotels? If he's going to operate them as hotels, it means he has profitability in mind. If he can make the profit, why can't SSNIT make the profit? And why can't SSNIT hire these same people as employees to run it?
So in effect, you're saying you would prefer a management contract than a sale of shares?
Even if you don't, look, the people who are buying, I do not want to believe that they will go and sit there themselves to manage it. They would employ a certain group of people or certain individuals. SSNIT should be able to look for those individuals to manage these things and make them profitable. And again, look, the governance issue is where the problem is. If your board is not functioning properly, your management will give you losses. If your board is not functioning properly, your management will give you losses. So if they are representing on those boards, what do they do on those boards? Why should it take so long before coming out to say this? What happened in the first year that the business made a loss? What were the corrective measures they put in place? Why should the thing deteriorate and they come back and use it as an excuse to say they are selling 60%? If there's somebody who has a magic wand and SSNIT hasn't got that magic wand, SSNIT is receiving contributions every month. So it's about thinking through the issues and finding the appropriate solutions and create value for pensioners. For goodness sake, we should love this country and work in the interest of the least of our brothers.
All right. Let me get back to Angel Kabonu for his final bit, because you are going into that meeting. So, Angel, you say you want your colleagues to lay down their tools. Have you started engaging them? And what are their positions?
Well, all the colleagues I've called are in support of our position. I'm sure that is even the position that a lot of other unions have. But let me say something. If you have a SSNIT hotel that is being treated as if it belongs to government, so when you bring in the Ghana Women's Team and you are unable to pay them and you take them to a SSNIT hotel, they sleep there for a number of days, and when they are done, government does not pay the hotel. How do you expect the hotel to make profit? Because then the chief executive himself was appointed by government. The chairman of the board is appointed by government. You think that if government says that they should write off X number of hotel bills, they'll be able to resist the government? So you see, so you have, it's not about viability or otherwise. This is about the way they run the hotels. They did not run the hotels professionally. They see themselves as transient, that they can do anything, and when they are no longer in power, they go scot-free. Therefore, they run state institutions anyhow. And then they come and tell us that, oh, because it is a state institution, that is why it is not profitable, without questioning their managerial acumen and see whether they have applied the right managerial metrics in the administration of these institutions. You see, I don't know what is wrong with. Meanwhile, the person who is coming to buy that hotel, or who has the desire to buy that hotel, is a minister of state appointed by government. That person is telling you that until he runs an institution privately, he cannot make profit. And yet that person is superintending over affairs of your state. Does this make sense to you? It tells you that the man operates profitably when he is in the private realm and operates as a failure when he's in the government realm. What type of thing is this?
Well, thank you very much, Angel Kabonu. You have to get into a meeting. And Dr. Sado, we're grateful to you. Anything you want to say finally, Dr. Sado?
The bigger issue with our pension system, and this is just a pointer. As a people, we need to interrogate the issues and do the needed reforms. Pension is critical. We need it as part of our financial system. We need to do the reforms and allow pension money to serve us well. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Dr. Daniel Sedo, who is a financial analyst, a former NPRA CEO, and also Angel Kabonu, who is NAGRAT president. Raymond Akwa, you've heard them. NAGRAT president says some of his colleagues, a lot of his colleagues, are in favor of a decision or a suggestion to lay down their tools as workers.
Perhaps we wait and see what their meeting and its outcome will reveal. That will let all of us know whether the workers are truly representing the people, because I am heavily convinced government is not in any way representing those of us contributors on this SSNIT. But we've seen SSNIT representation having workers involved, 4 of them. There's an employers association man too, then there's a pensioners representative. So, well, I know Eric Angel Kabonu. Hopefully, the rest of the people who are supposed to be representing workers would be able to follow through with some of these things and we get to the bottom of it. And it appears that's the last option available to compel government. It appears virtually everybody in government has to bend over backwards and ingratiate themselves to the holy gods at what they call it, their Greek ministry and Rock City, so that hook or crook will get this deal through, no matter who sucks God. So it requires extraordinary measures, and perhaps the measures will be, if nobody is working, if nobody goes to the Flagstaff House to go and do their secretarial duties as a civil or public servants or whichever servants they find themselves in that particular role, then only the ministers who want to carry through some of these engagements are the ones working. Perhaps we will come to have a proper conversation and understand that this is for workers. And as Dr. Sedo said, as for fiduciary rules, I'm not sure that thing is taught in our schools anyway, but that's aside the point. We hardly get people representing the people's interest in most of these cases. It's the people who appoint them that they find them useful. It's predominantly cronyism, it's predominantly nepotism. The rest is everybody for themselves and God for us all.
Interesting. Everybody for himself and God for us all, but should that be the case? Certainly not. We'll still continue with the conversation and messages.
Rebel liberation. Tell me where you gonna run.
Smoke from firewood and charcoal is harmful and as damaging to our lungs as cigarettes. It can cause heart diseases leading to stroke and may even affect our eyesight in the long run. Grandmothers, mothers, sisters, wives, men, caterers, and everyone still cooking with charcoal, let's switch to LPG gas. The National Petroleum Authority has introduced the cylinder recirculation model in collaboration with local partners to make gas more accessible in all local communities. Whether you own a cylinder or not, join our CRM initiative. Simply show up at any exchange point near you with a small down payment to receive a filled cylinder or swap your empty one. Regular safety checks will be in place. Say Ebisa Musemo or gas. Afedia gas saba. Switch from firewood and charcoal to gas for a better and healthier life. This message is brought to you by the National Petroleum Authority and the Ministry of Energy.
Everyone is running to Bills. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes with acquiring any of our loan facilities. For whoever you are and whatever you're doing, Bills has a product for you. No susu, no deposits. All you need is your Ghana card. Call 0302-200-390 or 0596-928-33 today and live a bill-free life. Bills Microcredit is licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Bills, financing your needs. Terms and conditions apply.
Education is the most powerful weapon to change the world. At Heritage Christian University, you are assured of quality education. Accredited by GTech and affiliated to KNUST and UCC, we offer programs like Bachelor of Business Administration, Community Development and Theology, Theology and Ministry, Psychology, Nursing, Information Technology, Information Security, and Business Information Technology. Professional programs like ICA, CIMG, CIHRM, ABE. We also offer short courses on media and IT. What makes Heritage stand out is our experience and scholar practitioner faculty, entrepreneurial training with financial support, ultra-modern facilities, and hostels. Qualifications for entry is WASI or SSC or GBCE, HND or Diploma Top-Up. Mature 25 years and above. Heritage is located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium. Contact us on 054-777-7731 or 020-229-8399 or www.hcuc.edu.gh. Heritage Christian University College, educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
that you have missed some vaccinations.
I know, Mamines, but sometimes it's hard to keep track of all the vaccinations, and work and other commitments also affect us.
But it is important to keep to the schedule to ensure the best protection for your child. If you miss an appointment, don't worry. You can always schedule another appointment. But please, do well to bring in for vaccination at the set times or not too long after the date, okay?
We have the responsibility to ensure that our children grow and develop properly.
You can set a reminder on your phone to help you remember the dates, or use a calendar on the fridge to mark the dates of your child's vaccination.
These are really good ideas. From now on, we will make sure to keep to the schedule.
Staying on track with your child's vaccination schedule is a vital part of ensuring their health and well-being. Talk to your healthcare provider to make sure your child is up to date and protected from vaccine-preventable diseases.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, Ghana Health Service, and partners.
Let go of the overpriced land, home ownership, and furnishing deals. Get the best deals for all your housing needs at one place. Visit the EcoBank Joy News Mini Fair at the Tema Metropolitan Assembly premises from July 12 to 14, 2024. The fair is open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily, and admission is free. If you live around Tema, Spintex Road, Bon, Community 25, Dowenya, Pram Pram, Chopoli, and Dawa, among others, then don't miss this fair. EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Get a house, make it a home. The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and powered by the Planned City Extension Project from Citizen Habitat, Rent to Own, and sponsored by Elegant Homes, where quality meets value. Safety and home solutions. You think of a door, we have it. G&J Technical Services. G&J, the generator people. DPS Pipes, connecting you to life. Global Lighting, your solution to quality lighting. Superlock, you deserve the best. Everlock UPVC windows and doors, the right choice for your windows and doors. Syntex Tank, Air Strong, Air Tough, Less Fortune Limited, luxuriously perfect. DBS Roofing Industry, your roof experts. Virtual Security, complete security solution. Build free solar hybrid air condition, cooling for the people. Your bed security doors, protecting lives and properties. And Clifton Homes, beautiful homes, wise investments. EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Get a house, make it a home.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah.
Welcome and now for a daily star 712 hash and found no regrets. A Sankoma investors are a striking gold. A Sankoma health workers are a diagnosing luck with precision. A Sankoma that tough guy who couldn't hold back his tears. Say a Sankoma passionate fan on also entering containing a joy. Afraid to the stressor or turning a hard-earned stitches into a bundle of happiness. And now, come on, if you say your next big win is right here.
Dial star 712 hash and join the luckiest winning celebration. From the 1st of July 2024, dial star 712 hash to keep buying tickets as a group, individual, or even as a community. Win loads of cash and prizes in the community draw or go for the grand draw on the 30th of November 2024. Unlock your luck with star 712 hash. Join the winning streak now.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Manchester City are the Premier League champions again.
When it's football you want, get it all on DSTV. All the leagues, all the cups, all the matches live. Because when it comes to football, we've got it all day, all night. No matter what package you're on, you're always going to get football on DSTV, your home of entertainment.
If home is where the heart is, then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is, and sometimes even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions
And
listen to it.
Where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home, where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. MTN.
And 800 stations across the country, 100% built and operated by indigenous Ghanaians. So when you refill your cylinder, you actually support the growth of indigenous businesses and create more jobs. The fact that they employ directly 7,000 Ghanaians and indirectly 3,000 Ghanaians.
Ghanaian people. Oh.
Yes, Ghanaian people. They're
for and on behalf of Ghanaians.
So in total,
so almost 10,000
people have employment as a result of these stations. And their LPG distribution system offers unbeatable value, allowing you to buy any amount of the product in whichever quantities you need, making it incredibly pocket friendly. Worried about being cheated? With us, you can watch Fili as your cylinder gets filled. Plus, they have weighing scales at every station, so you can actually double check the weight of the quantity filled.
It's not filled somewhere and brought to you.
No, it is transparent.
And you don't know who to ask what level the thing is.
Accountability
So
guaranteed.
that when you're using the gas now, the thing finish. So there was too much air in that thing. That kind of conversation you can never have.
Exactly. And as I've already told you, can buy in bits and pieces. 50 Ghana.
They call it tots.
Tots, buy tots. Switch to LPG for your car, especially if you drive a taxi. It's more environmentally friendly, helping protect our precious ecosystem. Go green with LPG and make a difference. Remember, when the last tree dies, the last man dies. Refill your LPG cylinder at your nearest gas station and help save our forest and environment. Let's protect Ghana. For this generation and the next, LPG Marketing Companies Association of Ghana, your affordable, pocket-friendly, trustworthy, and eco-friendly choice.
Are you searching for the perfect blend of comfort, convenience, and community? Then look no further than the Alphabet City. This is a premium gated community located at Sakumono. This is nestled within the Alphabet City, luxurious, and this is proper luxurious word used here, 2 and 3 bedroom apartment designed to cater to every need. But that's not all. Alphabet City offers an array of community amenities. Children's playground, there is also the swimming pool, the multi-purpose sports court, the walking and biking trails, which most people don't have, asphalt roads, backup water and electricity, on-site facility management services. Whether looking for a place to settle down or a property to invest, Alphabet City offers the ideal blend of luxury, comfort, and community. Schedule a tour of your future home by calling 0240 111119. Alphabet City is the ABC of home sweet home.
Are you looking for some good discounts on sanitary wares and towels? Then rush to Kimo Home for their crazy summer sales with discounts up to 50% on over 200 products, and the promo ends on the 31st of July 2024. Visit their showroom on the Spinters Road near Manette Junction. Call them on 0244 334947.
Now, payment of withholding taxes for June. This is notice from the Ghana Revenue Authority, and they are wishing to remind all withholding tax agents, including VAT withholding agents appointed by the Commissioner General, that withholding taxes must be paid to the Domestic Tax Revenue Division of the GRA by the 15th of every month. Withholding taxes for June 2024 will therefore be due Monday. Today's last working day of this week, Monday, 15th of July 2024. Withholding taxes, including withholding on VAT deducted from suppliers operating the VAT standard rate scheme, and also employment, payment for the supply or use of goods, payment for the supply of any works, payment for the supply of services, and all other withheld taxes for June are due by Monday, 15th of July. They may also submit hard and soft copies of schedules indicating gross amount, the tax deducted, the names of the taxpayers, and the tax identification number or Ghana card personal identity number from whom the taxes were withheld. Taxpayers are also to note that in line with the GRA's cashless policy, both check and cash payments should be made at any of the 23 designated banks and the Ghana Gov platform or via USSD. Check this one, *222#. Taxpaying has been made sexy. We also encourage taxpayers to file their returns online via taxpayersportal.com. Please note that failure to pay tax by the due date attracts an interest of 125% of the statutory rate, compounded monthly on the outstanding tax. Please also note that third-party checks require 2 days to clear. The GRA can be reached via email on info@gra.gov.gh. By WhatsApp is 0552 990 000 and also 0200 631 664 or call toll free 0800 900 110. This is information from the Commissioner General.
And stay ready for unexpected funeral or accidental disability cost with Mibambo Life Insurance on MTN and Telecel by Hollard Life. And we'll so cry because with as little as 2 Ghana cedis, 10 Ghana cedis, 25 Ghana cedis, and 50 Ghana cedis per month, you can get up to 30,000 for funeral and accidental disability cost. Just dial *269# to register on MTN or Telecel with your Ghana card number, and automatic monthly deductions will be made from your mobile money wallet. Add as many as 7 biological dependents to cover your spouse, children, parents, grandparents, and in-laws. No stress at all. With a quick claims process, get more Asumdre with Hollard Life Mibambo and live your best life. It's insurance made for you. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, are you expecting that old car or a home makeover or a relaxing beach getaway? Use your APSA card 10 times or more in a month and you could be a lucky winner in the APSA Change Your Story promotion. Earn extra entries by using our digital channels 5 times or more. From now until the end of October, 5 lucky winners will take away 40,000 Ghana cedis each every month to change their stories. For more information, visit an APSA branch today. This promotion is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Your story indeed matters. Terms and conditions apply.
Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
At the peak of her career, she's slapped with the worst nightmare of her life. Faced with her biggest decision ever, a strange anonymous caller into a radio show hurls events into an unimaginable turn. This July, Covenances in the Pants of a Woman is coming back. By popular request, Scribe Productions in partnership with Joy FM presents Ghana's first ever original musical on rape. In the Pants of a Woman, shows on Saturday, 20th July 2024 at the National Theatre. First show, 3 p.m. Second show, 7 p.m. Rate is 150 Ghana cedis single, 250 Ghana cedis double, and 650 Ghana cedis for buddies of 5. Dial *844*300# to grab your tickets now. Contact 054-609-8082. Sponsors: Foodstuff Home, Curves and Brushes, Timex Printech, and Sweet Melodies FM.
So do you like it playing?
I loved it.
Out of 1 to 10.
Oh, 10.
Get your tickets now. In the Pants of a Woman.
We at the Multimedia Group are proud to announce that we are the official free-to-air radio broadcast right owners for Euro 2024. These rights were acquired from Sporty TV, who are the official free-to-air broadcast right owners for Ghana and Nigeria. We will deliver live commentary of selected games, including the opening game and the final, with our team of talented commentators and seasoned analysts on Joy FM, Love FM, Hits FM, Adom FM, Insura FM, and Asempa FM. Apart from the live radio commentary, the Multimedia Group has also curated some custom Euro 2024 shows on radio, TV, and digital, as well as live viewing events, all aimed at delivering unparalleled experiences of the competition for our audience. The 24-team competition, being hosted by Germany, will run from June 14 to July 11, 2024. The Multimedia Group's radio broadcast coverage of the Euro 2024 tournament is by kind courtesy of Sporty TV and Sporty Bet. Watch selected matches of Euro 2024 live on Sporty TV, channel 36 on your digital TV sets. And the Joy Sports coverage of Euro 2024 is sponsored by NASCO. NASCO, bring home happiness.
We're joined by the Digital Marketing Manager of Safety and Home Solutions, Bryan Acheampong Jr. Because once you hear this song, you know we're talking about the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Bryan Acheampong, good morning.
Good morning.
I hope you're doing very well this morning.
I'm doing very fine.
Great. And I know you've set up already.
Yes, we have set up.
So let's talk about, Safety and Home Solutions. Tell us briefly about your firm and what makes you distinct from others in your field of service.
Okay, Safety and Home Solutions. We are located on the Spinters Road in Accra, and we've been in existence for 30 years. But currently, about 6 years ago, we started a door business, which we are giving a complete door solution for homeowners, construction agencies, real estate developers, and also institutions and offices. We have complete door solution ranging from external doors and also internal doors. Our doors are from Turkey, which has a premium Turkey designs and also the Turkey quality. We have pivot doors, giant pivot doors. We also have security for external use, and also internal use we have for bedroom, kitchen, and also for washrooms. And currently, what makes us different from others is about our quality. Like I mentioned, our doors are from Turkey, and we have the premium, like the A class of Turkey doors in Ghana. You won't get the quality of our doors from anywhere in the country. Also, we have variety, a lot of designs, a lot of colors, a lot of sizes you can choose from to fit into your homes. And also, we call on construction companies to also come to our shop and also give their requirements to us. So we have a tagline, you think of a door, we have it. We give door customizations in any form to our customers. And lastly is about the service that we render to our customers. We give free delivery and also free installation nationwide. The delivery is within Accra and Tema. And our doors, when you buy them, you just sit in your home, relax. We take the hassle to do the delivery, installation, and everything. As well as our doors comes with a complete accessory, so you don't need to buy any hinges or locks from anywhere.
Okay.
It comes completely. So like the way you see the doors in our showroom is the same way we want to fit it at your entrances.
Great.
So our showroom has over hundreds of doors displayed for external use and also for internal use. So it makes it a very big showroom. When you come there, you can have a choice to take home.
So you're currently at the second mini fair of
Yes.
the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair, the Tema Metropolitan Assembly.
Yes.
I beg, if we come there, do you have any packages for us, or like some discounts like that?
Yes, we have very good doors on display today at the Tema. We showcasing our weatherproof doors and waterproof doors. Also, we have bulletproof doors which are in our showroom. So when you visit us, we give you up to 15% discount.
Okay.
And on top of it, because you are from Habitat Fair, we give you a special treat. With that one, when you come to us, we'll let you know.
So this one, you must feel it.
Yes,
you mustn't be told.
Yes,
you must feel
yes,
it.
you must feel it.
Okay, but beyond Habitat Fair, where can we find you?
We are located on the Spinters Road, opposite the First Atlantic Bank. And also you can visit us on the website URL sehsghana.com. Also on all social media platforms, Safety and Home Solution, one word. And
Safety and Home Solution.
Yes, Safety and Home Solution, one word. And also you can call us anytime 24/7 on WhatsApp or call on 055 134 3869 055 134 3869 or 053 901 0105 053 901 0105. Safety and Home Solution, you think of a door, we have it.
Great. So finally, for those who are listening to us and would want to come to the Habitat Fair, where must they look for your stand?
Our stand is just when you enter the Metropolitan Car Park. Our stand is just behind the EcoBank. Yeah, we have a lot of doors displayed, and the way we display our doors, we have fixed it in the wall. So when you see it, you know that this door is really good for you.
All right. Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.
Obri Abuamenu Jr., who's Digital Marketing Manager of Safety and Home Solutions, for joining us. Folks, you know what to do. Get to the Tema Metropolitan Assembly as the mini fair of the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Stay with us. There's more after these.
A little light flows, books of feeling on the shelf above. 'Cause it was built for love. It was built for love. It's my house and I live here.
Hello?
Kwame, Charlie, who game no best start you. Obiawa, Sala Edi Namnaba, Alan de Sukra, chill drinks no. Sakadie, or Chile one corner, Besho Simenu, Vibe Nkwa, na Vini Junior die, Sesia no bao. Mata, Yeni Tamnabra.
All your best football friends are waiting for you to join them for a thrilling football season on GoTV. Get GoTV Max now to enjoy La Liga, Serie A, Europa League, and more for only 140 Ghana cedis per month. Reconnect today, dial star 759 hash, and get all the action. GoTV, love it.
Arise, arise, arise. Laboni, arise. Losa, arise. Arise, let's celebrate 75 years of academic excellence and empowerment. Join us as we launch our 75th anniversary celebration and the unveiling of the logo. To kickstart the anniversary, the date is 1st August 2024. Time is 4 p.m. prompt. The venue is the National Theatre. We are calling all LOSA members across the globe. Come, let's connect, interact, and reminisce from the past. Network and build connections for the future as we put our alma mater beyond the skies. Media partner Joy FM, La Bosco, Wogbe, Lagbe.
All right, so welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. So we told you earlier that there was a demonstration for, some residents along the Dowenya Pram Street have been complaining about their roads, and this morning they are demonstrating over these poor roads, particularly the one around Barrier and also around Pram. Those roads construction started on them, but have not been completed since they started. Carlos Caloni is on the ground with them and he joins us. Carlos Caloni, good morning and thank you very much for joining us. What's happening?
Hello, Winston. The line is not too good, but I think you are asking what the situation is here at the Flower Road. Indeed, aggrieved residents from so many communities have gathered here this morning. Communities from Chopoli, Central University, Miocho, Pram, Community 25, Gulf City, Bong itself are all gathered here this morning demonstrating over one single issue. Their concern is that this road, which was given to a contractor in 2020 for some expansion work, has stalled. And almost 4 years when President Akufo-Addo came here to cut the salt, they are not seeing any progress. And this is really impacting their life in so many ways. They are spending so many hours in traffic jam. According to them, between Dowenya to Kumbaria, they are spending about between 3 to 4 hours. Some are claiming that people are dying on the road in times of emergencies, and it's equally impacting the education of their children. So I've been joined by one of the residents to share that story with us. How is the state of this road actually affecting the education of your kids?
Okay. I'm a resident of 25 Association, and it's not affecting just the health, and it's also affecting my finances because, one, just imagine if you live in Community 25, there are equally good schools in Chema, which we would love to send our kids there, but we are forced to send our kids to DPS and A. I can share with you the bill for next month. 23,000 Ghana cedi for a semester. That is almost $1,500. But you can get people a really good school in Kema. About let's say 15,000 or even 13,000 for a semester. What we do because of the traffic, we just for the convenience and because of the traffic, we just have to cost that 23,000, and that 23,000 does not include feeding and books. So if you add the feeding and the books, you are going for almost 28,000. If you have two kids, I have 2 kids. I have friends who also have 4 kids in the same age and DPS. So just imagine, if you are supposed to go to a chairman, do the international to my parents, SOS, they're chargeless. But because of the traffic, so you what?
So this is not just taking a toll on your health, but it's equally affecting your finances in terms of taking care of your kids and all that.
Yes, because it goes both ways.
So what are your key demands?
My key demands just to expand the road. If you expand the road, I now understand why they say road infrastructure brings money to the pockets of the individual. Because let's imagine if this road is fixed, 23,000, let's say 28,000 cities, and I can get you equally good and cheap school in Chema, and I mean
that would have saved you money. Yes. Exactly. So Winston, that's the concern. It runs across all the residents who are gathered here this morning. All they are asking is for the government to order the contractor to come back to this road. Even as I speak, there's a gridlock which goes all the way to Dawenya, and the residents are really, really not happy with the situation. They expect the government to come clean on this matter, and they are even threatening that if nothing is done within a short space of time, the next demonstration, they are going to block the Aflau Road entirely, so government can really come to their aid here. So Winston, that's the picture from the Tema Community 25 area.
Thank you very much, Carlos Caloni of the Joy Newsroom. But you know what, and so Raymond, that's the situation there. And I know that stretch very well. I use that stretch a lot of the time. Sometimes if I have to go and visit the old man, and I tell you one thing, you don't want to use that road.
Yeah.
My brother, you will be stuck in traffic. In fact, if you like right now, go. And say you want to go to, Dawenya. If you're not careful, you'll be in the traffic from TT Brothers to, Bombaria. You'll be there. Sometimes you're at the same place for 1 hour. You don't know what is happening. 1 hour, you're at the same place. So I can understand their frustration. Something has to be done, and it must be done now. Anyway, accessing super reliable healthcare should not be the topmost priority for you and your family. That's why Multiplus, powered by MTN, is giving you just that today. For a subscription fee of just 25 Ghana cedis a month, paid on Momo, you can sign on to a health subscription plan that gets you access to unlimited in-store consultations with qualified healthcare professionals and over 160 covered medications and tests at participating pharmacies in the Ablekuma, Sakaman, Dansoman, Mamprobi, and Kaswa townships. And the favorite part is there's a dedicated nurse at the Muti pharmacy who can teleconference a doctor when you need it, so you can access best consultation services. All you have to do to get this is to download the Ayoba app and sign up today with your Momo account. So just download the Ayoba app and sign up today with your Momo account. Take charge of your health conveniently and affordably. Sign up for Multiplus, powered by MTN today.
Now, Heritage Christian University College is set up to provide a missing link in the tertiary education system through creativity and innovation. The university has since 2018 given a sum of 450,000 Ghana cedis as startup grants to a number of its students to start their businesses. There's a huge emphasis on entrepreneurship, technology, practical learning with professional certification. This institution is affiliated to KNUST and UCC and accredited by GTech. It is located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium, and the programs they give you at the undergraduate level are BA Psychology, BBA Accounting and Finance, BBA Logistics and Supply Management, Supply Chain Management, BBA Accounting with Computing, BSc Nursing, BSc Business Information Technology, BSc Information Security, Bachelor of Community Development and Theology, and many, many more. There are also master's programs which are available at this institution. What you need to get into the school is WASI, ABC, and GBC. If you're also with HND or diploma, you can apply. And if you are automatically over the age of 25, like Obete, you're automatically qualified to apply as a mature student. Now, contact 0547 777731 or 02022983399. Just log on to their website hcuc.edu.gh. Heritage Christian University College, educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
Now, Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices, is introducing an online store for your shopping convenience, which means you can now shop by simply logging on to kingdomstoreonline.com, and they will arrange delivery to your homes and offices within a reasonable time, and they offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions, however, apply at Kingdom. Quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
Hooray! Arise, arise. Laboni, arise. Losa, arise. Arise, let's celebrate 75 years of academic excellence and empowerment. Join us as we launch our 75th anniversary celebration and the unveiling of the logo to kick off the anniversary. We are calling on all Losa members across the globe. Come, let's connect, interact, and reminisce from the past, network, and build connections for the future as we put our momentum beyond the skies. The date is the 1st of August 2024. It's a Thursday and the time is 4 p.m. This is happening at the National Theatre. The theme is 75 years of academic excellence, celebrating our past and empowering our future through technology.
Well, Roverman Productions, in partnership with the National Theatre and Joy FM, presents an original Lebo White play titled Take Over. Take Over, eh? Now, there's total panic and chaos when Apostle Gideon returns from surgery. His daughter Mary sparks up on social media with explicit videos, while within his own church, two of his subordinates orchestrate a takeover. Now, how will he reclaim her tarnished reputation and confront the wolves disguised as sheep within his flock? Takeover intricately weaves a tale of greed, integrity, and the unwavering love of a father for his wayward child. Beg your pardon. The play shows today, Friday the 12th, tomorrow, Saturday the 13th, and Sunday the 14th of July 2024. Showtimes: Fridays, 1 show only at 7 p.m., Saturdays, 2 shows only at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., and Sundays, 3 shows at 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 8 p.m. At the National Theatre, it's only 200 Ghana cedis. Buy your tickets via Koba short code *365*535#. For inquiries, call 0596 921 960 or send a WhatsApp to 0505 546 030. You can also follow us on all our social media platforms at Roverman Productions, proudly sponsored by Gino Tomato Mix and GCB Bank Limited, communication partner, M Notify and Logistic Movers. Buy your tickets now. Roverman Productions, be the difference.
This Sunday, join the Joy Sports team at the Heritage Craft Brewery at East Legon. Wait till you know the place. This is for the final of the Euro 2024 between England and Spain. Can Hurricane lead England to a first ever Euros title, or will Spain win their fourth? No. It's coming home. It's coming.
It looks like that. It looks like England. It looks like England will get it this time.
Yes. We have a giant screen at Heritage Craft Brewery where you can watch the game, jam to some cool music, and have some amazing food. What's more, you have a chance to win some home appliances from our sponsors, NASCO, ranging from electric cookers, irons, blenders, and many more. So join us this Sunday, July 14, from 6 p.m. for a fun-filled evening. Joy Sports coverage of Euro 2024 is by kind courtesy, Sporty TV, and sponsored by NASCO. Bring home appliance and also happiness, and Heritage Christian University College, educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
Raymond, tomorrow on Newsfile, These are the topics up for discussion.
Okay.
JM Big Presser, what's the strategy for his campaign? Napo in palaces. He's gone to other palaces.
Okay.
What's the strategy after Manshia?
I thought you said Napo and Kwame Nkrumah.
And talking about Kwame Nkrumah, he's
bring-
issued an apology.
Napo has issued an apology.
Yes.
The boys
Napo.
are saying they want to hear him record the apology.
Oh, you want to hear Napo? Okay, so these are
In
Napo's
his own voice.
So this is so Napo says, my statement last Tuesday, 9th July in Kumasi, on the performance of President Akufo-Addo has elicited varied reactions.
That's only one reaction I know about.
The statement reflects my personal opinion about President Akufo-Addo's impact relative to other presidents we've had. I wish to emphasize that I never meant to disrespect our former president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, or any of our former heads of state, including my own grand-uncle and mentor, John Agyekum Kufuor. I note the concerns raised after my statement. I apologize sincerely and regret any discomfort caused. Thank you. Matthew Poku Prempe.
We still want to hear the voice note.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to hear the voice?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
his team is listening. I'm sure they...
If you
I'm
send
sure-
voice note to me, I'll share it to the rest of the public. Yeah, we'll play it, won't we play?
Oh, yes, if it's
A very sincere, conciliatory mood from the running mate saying that, listen, that's not what I intended to do.
Okay.
And I believe that going forward, I'll not say things like that. I believe him. I believe that he's truly sorry.
Okay. So still on the...
You believe him too?
Well, now that he says he's sorry, I believe he's